Damn, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Had a great time at the Exodus concert. Great time. Am I about to sneeze? Achoo. Achoo. I guess I gotta edit, change the picture again, huh? Achoo. Oh man, fucking sneezing. Should have sneeze with your mouth open, camera on. Yeah, don't matter. People, yeah. I'll sneeze like 6, 7 times in a row. No need to sneeze. I don't know what it is. It happens. Did we pin a link? No, fuck Kamala, dude. Fuck Kamala. If you're still here, are you voting? Are you voting for Cooper Rush or Trey Lance at quarterback? Cooper Rush or Trey Lance? That's a good question for you. If you're still here, let me get troll free here. Beast started poker. I didn't know that. Probably goer. Let's see. Beast mode started poker. I didn't know. They're on 100, 200 blinds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. That's okay. You don't need a private chat. Yeah, you would need another chat room. How much money are you spending on the game? You going to the game? Yeah. I mean, if you're all going to go to a game, concert fucking rolled. Dead Heat was great. Candy, not so much. Havoc kicked ass. Exodus kicked ass. Exodus was fucking great. Oh, yeah, did I take care of this yet? I was going to. That's what I was going to do. I was going to, let's see. Let's get rid of the trolls. I know the well. I don't. Who's that? I know the guy from Iron Maiden, the lead singer of Iron Maiden. He died a few days ago. The original singer. Yeah, who's that guy? You can have my number if you want. So, I mean, whatever you want to do. I don't plan on drama tomorrow, election day. Oh fuck! I guess the place is right down the road for me to vote too. So just looked it up. Whatever 214. Seriously, come on. Ah, you know what? I seen that in like I seen that on like some news or something, but I didn't know who it was. Yeah, I don't know much about the guy. Let's see. Hey, you fuck around, you're gonna find out, right? If they're already playing poker on that other channel, I could maybe just change the title. But then again, I could do politics stream. Then again, there's always more players. A lot of people live right now. Oh, he had a YouTube channel. Well, I don't know why the fuck I just yawned, but then again, went all the way down to Disney's House of Blues and four bands, mosh pit, headbang, a lot of walking, standing. Yeah, I never sit down for like 4.5 hours. Had to be later. About 4.5 hours. Okay. I'm back. You still here, buddy? Type in, you still here? Probably already gone. It's a great concert. It's a good concert. It was good. I kind of want to rewatch like some of my mosh pit action, my pit action. Got the phone. I only got the phone dropped one time, which is I was pretty good with it. The crowd was cool overall. Respectable moshing. You get hit. You get hit. You get hit. But everybody's pretty fucking cool. I knew a lot of people there. Where's my I'll put my normal stuff in the chat. Yeah, I got a couple free stickers. It's got to where I've got so many metal shirts that it's like, and I kind of stopped wearing them. Um, yeah, I got way too many. Long sleeves are different, but again, there's you can only wear them at a certain time. I called you that pussy. You got a problem with it? Only you. Yeah, hoodies. A hoodie's good, but hoodie or long sleeve. But like I said, you're also in Florida. That reminds me, my hoodie that says Mosh. It's like, where the fuck is that? Where the fuck is my Mosh hoodie? I've got a Creator hoodie. I got a Slayer hoodie. My Slayer hoodie, the zipper broke. Could like probably get those pins, just pin it up and punk it up. That's some really good stuff. But it's like you go to, you know what I mean? Everything gets so expensive. It's like you got the concert, but then if you got any food or drinks, gas, sometimes you got to pay for parking. And then if you do want merch, yeah. If I had had some extra, I probably would have. Yeah, we're just we're gonna get voter frauded again. You guys know the news messed up and showed that she won days ago. Yep, they put it on the news days ago that she won. Yeah, and they're already fixing up the White House. in case anybody wants to attack because of the results. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Again, I don't mind supporting the bands. That's where they make their money really off the merch. They don't make they make way more off the merch than they do the concerts. So it's like buy some gear off of them. Is that for y'all stuff? Or are you talking about for the USA? I've already got a handful of videos about fraud already as far as the USA goes. Oh, you talking about for the states? Okay, not no Trudeau bullshit. Whatever that means. Rip who? How do you say that, Suki Jones? Well, might the voter fraud stuff like that. The voter fraud stuff. I got a few of them. I think I got to go to my other channel. Who are these people, real quick? I'm gonna have to watch this real quick. Let me switch accounts. What's going on over here? Let's see how they sound. Oh, there's a fucking ad again. Yeah, horns up. Y'all want to watch 30 seconds of that? They were rocking it. What's up, DB? That was this. Go back to there. Might have to add that one to my playlist. Go subscribe, thumb it up, add to my playlist, save. It's pretty cool. Yeah, what do you guys? You guys want to? Should I show some of the voter fraud list? I got a few things I could show. I don't know if I want to get into politics or not. So am I still on the wrong channel? Okay. No, I can show my shit. Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. This is a great one here. This is a good one here. What's up, dude? What's up, Kazoom? DB? What's up, Smoke? Doom? Come on, share.
It's in God's hands now, right? Everything that could be said has been said. It's in his hands and ours, of course. We're going to go out there and vote, people who haven't early voted. And we're going to do our best, aren't we? But it is in his hands. He knows everything. And he knows what's on my mind. I got to be honest, for basically nearly every election of my lifetime, I didn't care all that much. Nearly every election. 2020, I cared a lot. 2016, yeah, I was, but I wasn't passionate about it. I really wasn't. Now it's totally different. It is totally and completely different. Back then, it was just me, single guy running around the country, running around the city, whatever, right? But something has happened over, well, the last 4 years. May I show you? These two little girls. My wife is not in the picture. She's taking the picture. 2-year-old and 4-year-old. 2-year-old Madeline, 4-year-old Annalise. And everything is different. Everything. And this country, I want them to live here. I want them to grow up in a civil and just society. I want them to be able to buy a home. I want them to go through life and not be judged on the color of their skin or anything else other than the content of their character, right? Things like that. And I don't want to have this monstrous trans ideology thrust upon them, right? See, this picture, this encapsulates so much for me. I call this the monster picture. You know, you can dress up on Halloween if you're a kid. But the idea that in some municipalities, like here in New York, this is celebrated in public schools. And if you can complain about it, you just might be accused of a hate crime. That is how bizarre and backwards and everything is now upside down. And Democrats embrace this. Oh yeah, absolutely. They're not messing with the T and the LGBTQ. No, right? This is the way. I have no problem with T as long as it's an adult thing, right? Adult, not children. There's so many things that are happening that make absolutely no sense unless there's something evil afoot, right? Why would we have open borders? Why would we be allowing this stuff? I guess the globalists want cheap labor and the Democrats want the votes. Is that it? I don't know. I mean, we lost a war in Afghanistan. Nobody seemed to really give a damn. It's barely come up during this campaign, save for Donald Trump making it an issue, and it should be an issue. And we have lost civil society. It's gone. Amid this stuff, our government institutions actually try to tell us with a straight face that crime is going down. They tell us that to get caught. You know, I understand Make America Great Again. I understand Donald Trump. I don't understand the ideology, the culture that would say this is a peaceful protest. BLM 2020, no, they were horrible riots, billions of dollars worth of damage. See, this is horrific. January 6th doesn't compare. How about the anti-Semitism? There's one party that will not decry it, that will not condemn it, that has to kind of walk a fine line when it comes to anti-Semitism. Are you crazy? The world is crazy. The country has lost its mind.
Yeah.
It's one of the many reasons why I'm voting for Donald Trump. My children, I can't have them live in this kind of society. Also, I want to be in a strong country. I was so privileged to join the United States Marine Corps when I was 19 years old.
What's up, Steve S? What's up, buddy? And whoever's backstage, can you just type in the chat so I know you're real?
It was the honor of a lifetime. I got to serve in uniform, in allegiance with some of the greatest men and women ever, right? And it was about America. It was about service. It wasn't about this stuff. This is upside down and backwards and wrong. Anybody can be whatever they want, but you don't wave flags other than the American flag on an American military base. Fair enough. I think this is totally fair. This is not crazy. The left is crazy. a jamboree like this on the White House lawn, right? I mean, sometimes I'm just baffled why it's so close, why this election seems to be so close. January 6th, that great fraud perpetrated against the American people. They had hearings where they openly lied to the American people. And what they were saying, it was demonstrably false. And the critical questions about January 6th were never even, they weren't answered, but they never even asked the questions. Like, who was that little cop waving everybody, step right here to the Capitol? You see this? What was this all about? And that's not the only one. The officers who were just standing there, hello, welcome to the Capitol. Yep, right this way to the rotunda. Yeah, not doing anything to, I don't know, maybe close the door. And what about when Ashley Babbitt was shot? You have 3 officers guarding the hallway, and everything is under control. It's a little bit dicey, but it's under control. And then they said, you know what? Let's get the hell out of here, guys. Yeah, da-dup. And let's let these guys just go nuts. And a few moments later, an unarmed woman, United States Air Force veteran Ashley Babbitt, is shot and killed. And the country just looks the other way. This is insanity, and it must stop, please. And I think it will, thanks to all of us, God, and this man. He changed everything. And I think he's anointed in a special way. Sometimes it seems like he's a prophet. I'll tell you this, at least he has real world experience to his credit, right? This guy turned this dilapidated hotel, the Commodore in New York City, a 28-year-old Donald Trump manages to turn it into this. A little bit later in his career, he goes to 57th and 5th Avenue. He's able to buy the most kind of prestigious real estate in the world and build his own building on it. This is real world stuff that I respect, and it's okay. Joe Biden, do you think he has anything to show for anything? Of course he doesn't. Oh, and how this man made his debut on the national stage. Before he was even old enough to be president, they were asking Donald Trump, would you ever want to be president? Take a look.
I would dedicate my life to this country, but I see it as being a mean life. And I also see it as somebody with strong views and somebody with the kind of views that are maybe a little bit unpopular, which may be right, but may be unpopular. Wouldn't necessarily have a chance of getting elected against somebody with no great brain, but a big smile.
No great brain, but a big smile. Sounds like some people we know, does it? Right? Just a little bit? Of course it does. This is who he was talking about. This is why sometimes people say it's almost like he's a prophet, right? There's something very, very special going on with President Trump. How about this? That's when he made his debut on national television. I showed you this a few weeks ago. This is when Kamala Harris made her debut on national television.
He's a rogue, all right, notorious for his flamboyant lifestyle. Flashy clothes, fancy parties, fine women.
Are you his daughter? No, I'm not.
Are you his daughter? No, I'm not. I'm his mistress. Yeah, that was her first moment on national television. That's how we first got a glimpse of Kamala Harris, the mistress of Willie Brown. And when her boyfriend, her married boyfriend, becomes mayor, and she's not the district attorney, she's not anything, for some reason she acts like it's her accomplishment.
You should from now on address me as the mayor.
If ever a man and a municipality were made for each other, it is this man.
What is she doing there? Yeah, that's Kamala Harris right next to the mayor, clapping away as if she achieved something. No, you didn't. Your married boyfriend is now the mayor. I guess that meant good things were going to happen for you, Kamala. And they sure did. Got a couple of Mercedes-Benz, I think a BMW, and appointments to this board, that board. Donald Trump.
The Mercedes-Benz from
This
diving so deep
17
on that
million
top.
has 0 votes. Everything is upside down and crazy. And Kamala Harris does not deserve and cannot be trusted with real power. Look at it when she's gloating, when she's talking about the day when she was a district attorney. Look at
He's talking about
herself she is.
Not such a your wife, but knowing those words,
I learned
I want to keep it
that with
deceased.
the swipe of my pen,
I'm a little too personal already.
I could charge someone with the lowest level offense. And because of the swipe of my pen, that person could be arrested. They could sit in jail for at least 48 hours. They could lose time from work and their family maybe lose their job. They'd have to come out of their own pocket to help hire a lawyer. They'd lose standing in their community. All because of the swipe of my pen. Weeks later, I could dismiss the charges, but their life would forever be changed.
Sounds like one of the prosecutors in a January 6th case, huh? Now, by the way, it's not swipe of your pen. It's supposed to be due process and evidentiary rules and things.
Sean Penn.
I don't think she sees it that way.
With
And
your
the federal government right now, under her and
Penn State.
just ask him. He's the poorest man in town, right?
Where's Taylor?
I was listed for all the years I was a senator as the poorest man in the United States Congress.
Ah,
I was the poorest man in Congress for 36 years. I had the great pleasure of being listed as the poorest man in Congress for 30
poor man.
Who's bragging about how poor he is, especially if they're in public service, because, well, it's basically a call for a bribe. Venal. It is a dog whistle, if you will. Isn't that what the left likes to say? Does that look like the man in Congress? What about Kamala Harris and her financial situation? The middle-class kid is always wearing very expensive jewelry. How much? $62,000. How does she get this stuff? How do they all get it? Wow, huh? And the lies that come from one side. You know, for all the stuff about President Trump, he's always lying. They accuse him of lying all the time, but they actually never catch him in one. These guys, I prove it every night right here on this show. They are always lying.
My son has not made money in terms of this thing about what are you talking about? China. I have not. The only guy who made money from China is this guy. He's the only one.
What's on that laptop?
Right up until Hunter Biden's own lawyer. Money, but it was good faith seed money for the hard work he had done in China. You know, if you were me around somebody who started lying to us, lying in front of everybody, how would we react? We'd go nuts, right? Stop it. You're lying about me.
That's how I would react.
Used to it at this point. He's used to it. And here's Kamala Harris lying. It's so provably false. It has been debunked. And again, on a national stage, Joe Biden at his debate, Kamala Harris at that debate, lying to everybody about Donald Trump.
Debunked in China?
Pretty cool.
Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side.
Totally unreactive because he's heard it a million times. There's nothing to. It's just another moment for him.
Frankly, I'm gay.
Thing with the eye, too. When she gets to the deception part, she establishes, there was a riot in Charlottesville, and then she takes it too far. She takes it to the lie. Watch this. She does a thing with your eye. You see, yeah. You see, now I'm going to lie to you. Now I'm going to deceive because I set up something that was partially true, and now I can lie. What a deceitful, horrible culture we have right now. These people can get away with this stuff. Not around here, of course, but Barack Obama.
People might have been alive if we had had a competent administration who was paying attention and trying to do things better instead of talking about injecting bleach into your arm.
The same thing. This man has the nerve to call Donald Trump anti-Semite, right? Farrakhan is his best friend. These people. And the media, the fourth estate, right? No, they are totally corrupt. They are, talk about a culture of deception. They are full-on propagandists, deniers of reality. It is absolutely fascinating. It's scary. People deny reality to everybody. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, if Trump wins, and I think he will, but I got to admit, I'm a little bit nervous. We've got to get out there and vote. All of them should be canceled.
Cancel them all. Flog them. What's up, man?
These fucking people, man. What's up, dog?
What's up, CPG? What's right, Nathan? Adrian?
How's it going these days? LC had a fucking mental breakdown on the stream yesterday. It's pretty fucking funny. It was, I mean, it was funny in the beginning, you know, like he's always getting fucked up, but then it turned really sinister. And so I was like, okay.
Because of alcohol or something
That's
else?
how people. I think it's just because he's like alcohol is one thing. Like, I think he has some very deeply rooted emotional problems, to be quite honest. And they come out sometimes with the alcohol, but I think, you know, with the
Go ahead.
you know the conversation kind of escalates, and so he went full retard. And you never go full retard, to quote Robert Downey Jr. in blackface. But yeah, it was a pretty bad fucking meltdown, to be honest. So I don't know how he levels out, you know, his he needs to blow off steam somehow. I don't know how to put it. You know, I'm not a fucking psychiatrist, but like he keeps, his new thing is that he's saying he's gonna kill Shawnee. And it's like, I mean, I guess I could see that as a funny joke, but it's not a funny joke. You know, and he keeps saying it. He fell on his ass and just like laid on the floor for a while. I mean, I'm used to him slumping out, but yesterday was like I've been on his stream for months now, and I've seen him act completely retarded off the. And yesterday was pretty fucking bad. Like, that's the worst I've ever seen. And I'm a heavy drinker. Like, I drink every day.
Videos here. Am I going? I said I'm going to play a couple more videos.
Oh yeah, hit it. Fucking hell. I'm just saying, like, it was fucked.
Years, this bitch should be embarrassed. Fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck Kamala Harris. Left the borders wide open for the criminals and terrorists. Mainstream news station twisted up the narrative. Pandering to black people, switching up her heritage. She laughing at the state of our country like it's hilarious. America's time to let them hear it. All together saying fuck Kamala Harris. Hi Kamala, bye Kamala. We want you bitch like Obama. We don't like Obama or his husband Mitch. Big Mike on the Ellen show. We know that was a dick. And this the best country in the world. Stop trying to fuck with this. No hiding from the lies you helped destroy beside Biden.
Wix.
That's so good.
What's up? Fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck Kamala Harris. What she do the last 4 years? This bitch should be embarrassed. Fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck Kamala Harris. Left the borders wide open for the criminals and terrorists. Mainstream news station twisted up the narrative. Pandering to black people, switching up her heritage. She laughing at the state of our country like it's hilarious. America's time to let them hear it. All together saying fuck Kamala Harris. Hi Kamala, bye Kamala. We don't want you bitch like Obama. We don't like Obama or his husband Mitch. Big Mike on the Ellen show. We know that was a dick. And this the best country in the world. Stop trying to fuck with this. No hiding from the lies you helped destroy beside Biden.
Fuck
Did this video?
Is that the same one?
Yeah.
Said that one too. Okay.
We got 3 dots on this. Was that Tonna Donald?
Shutting down early voting
because apparently that's seems like a county
You
that
know
might
that guy with fucking
video of it. They're supposed to be able to vote till
that
5
one guy
p.m.
with
and they were
legs.
shutting it down around like 2:40. Well, let's listen. Let's play.
It's 2:41, and they are ending the line.
So it's 2:41. By the way, the cops are always in great shape. That's all I'm saying. You can't. There's of course he's shaped like a pear, but here he is. He's gonna watch. Let's watch.
It's 2:41, and they are ending the line.
He's got a little cocky walk.
He's got a cocky walk, right?
I'm sorry,
shaking his
low
no
cock
ass?
walk.
He's shaking his ass a little.
Somewhere there's a mall with no security right now.
There's a sink still leaking.
And so what? So watch this. He's going to end the line, and they're in such bad shape. It takes two of them. Takes two of these out of shape motherfuckers. It takes two of them.
It's 2:41, and they are ending the line.
I can't get over this kind of.
He wasted all his wind on his walk.
These cops are definitely the cream of the crop, and I mean emphasis on heavy cream.
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
Here's a crazy thing. It's like, what it makes them official? I can't tell from this. It's kind of like whenever you smoked weed and you're like driving home and then you think it's a cop and it's just a rent-a-cop. You're like, oh, you piece of shit, right? Like, they look like they have authority, but they look like they work for the post office.
Great job, well done. Time for a scrapple break.
I think they actually need 3 cops, 2 to do the sign and the 3rd to pull up their pants.
Yeah, there's a big gap on that bulletproof vest there. Yeah.
So they actually went to court over this because they not only did it there, but they were stopping people here. Watch this. They're stopping people before they wouldn't they're blocking people's entrance, and they're supposed to be able to get in there until 5 p.m. And they were stopping people before 5 p.m. But a judge actually ruled on this, that these cops broke the law and that now early voting will go on until Friday due to the illegal closing of voting locations in conservative district Bucks County. So they were doing this, and this is so again. I'm not voting for Donald Trump. I'm probably writing in Dave Chappelle, but that if they can do this to Donald Trump, they'll do this to anybody who stands up against the establishment or the establishment doesn't like. They'll do it to Bernie Sanders. They'll do it to Cornel West, to Jill Stein. They'll do it to me. They'll do it to anybody who has the approval of the deep state, war machine, and Wall Street, which are all the same thing anyway. And so that's exactly election interference. So a judge actually agreed with them. A judge actually, by the way, voting irregularity. These are they didn't have an explanation, which is why the fucking court ruled in their favor. Hey, come see us on tour. We're going to be in Los Angeles.
Wow, shutting down the early voting, fucking bitches.
Well, Louder with Crowder is going to stop the election fraud from happening this time round. So I reckon Trump's got it in the bag, to be quite honest with you. But it's not a guarantee that inflation is going to go down because he gets elected. But whatever the fuck Kamala Harris is doing, I don't understand it, man. Like that whole side, if you want to call it that, I don't fucking understand. What's their principle? They're always like, we're about love. Fuck does that mean? Are we all gonna get laid? Is that what you're saying? Like, if I vote for Kamala, I'm gonna get laid? Oh yeah, you hit that. Oh my, you are sipping on fancy liquor, my good sir. Yeah. I'm gonna hit some shit as well, but it's fucking early in the morning, man. And I'm still drunk from yesterday. Because I got a lot of fucking juice down in me. Cheers. Cheers, brother. I should drink out of courtesy now.
All right, what
But,
next? But
yeah, like, what the fuck is that? You know, I really want to know. And I was dating some liberal chicks, and I just became insane trying to be like, oh, okay, I'm more over on this side now. But then I just became insane.
well, this is
So it's like,
the Canadian whiskey. Because this is the Canadian whiskey Crown. Yeah. And it's great.
Canadian whiskey. Eh? Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's the best.
All
It's
this fancy liquor. Let me see where I got one. Oh, there we go. I got Polish vodka.
What the fuck she done for the United States? What's up? Fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck Kamala Harris. What she do the last 4 years? This bitch should be embarrassed. Fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck Kamala Harris. Left the borders wide open for the criminals and terrorists. Mainstream news station twisting up the narrative. Pandering to black people, switching up her heritage. She laughing at the state of our country like it's hilarious. America's time to let them hear it. All together saying fuck Kamala Harris. Hi Kamala, bye Kamala. We don't want you bitch like Obama. We don't like Obama or his husband Mitch. Big Mike on that Ellen show. We know that was a dick. And this the best country in the world. Stop trying to fuck with us. No hiding from the lives you helped destroy beside Biden. Inflated gas prices, food rent, we can't provide it. Can't fix the problem when you miss the problem. It's a fact. You lying. How's your bank account grow when the rest of ours are dying corrupted? Yeah, Trump was doing great. Y'all interrupted. Y'all done cheated your way into his place. You gave us nothing whole time. Kept that smile on your face. When people suffering, ain't no evil piece of shit running this country. Come on, fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck Kamala Harris. What she do the last 4 years? This bitch should be embarrassed. Fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck Kamala Harris. Left the borders wide open for the criminals and terrorists. Mainstream news station twisting up the narrative. Pandering to black people, switching up her heritage. She laughing at the state of our country like it's hilarious. America's time to let them hear it. All together saying fuck Kamala Harris. Y'all been patient, seeing them pass laws for indoctrination on the children. God willing, y'all fall in the pits of Satan. And all I'm saying is your whole administration done the damaging. Now the whole world just sees the United States of embarrassment. Talking about Kamala can help us. Bitch, I'm not hearing it. What she done so far for this country? Hey, I'm just curious. While Biden's making speechless ass speeches. I'm serious. Everything y'all do just hurts us more. Point blank, period. Fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck Kamala Harris. What she do the last 4 years? This bitch should be embarrassed. Fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck Kamala Harris. Left the borders wide open for the criminals and terrorists. Mainstream news station twisting up the narrative. Pandering to black people, switching up her heritage. She laughing at the state of our country like it's hilarious. America's time to let them hear it. All together saying fuck Kamala Harris.
Poor people are just as talented as white kids, or something like that. And the whole you ain't if you're not voting for me, you ain't black.
Yeah.
that one was, what the fuck went through his head on that one? Like, what the fuck?
Again. They kick Biden down and putting Kamala. Drag queens reading books that are gay. Inflation soaring, they've been crashing the dollar. I'll fix it with Elon Musk and RFK. She talks to people just like they are toddlers. I guess we got no choice right now but to pray. They wanna divide us again by our colors. You're a bigot if you're white and you're straight. Russia was a lie. Plus good people on both sides lied about my rowdy size. Eating Carol's crazy ass called Ukraine, they died again. Overfed fish in Japan. Racist from my travel pen. They're just jealous of my tan. I'm not stopping Medicaid. Let me, there'll be better days. If they get in better pray. Communism step away. You respond on my campaign. Joe Biden is half a brain. Tim on Tim is really strange. Kamala is so insane. They kick Biden out and put in Kamala. Drag queens reading books that are gay. Inflation soaring, they've been crashing the dollar. I'll fix it with Elon Musk and RFK. She talks to people just like they are toddlers. I guess we got no choice right now but to pray. They wanna divide us again by our colors. You're a bigot if you're white and you're straight.
Dynasty of crime
All these chains that hold me down, I'ma turn my life around.
I guess it technically is, but it's not like the fucking Corleones, is it?
Let's see here.
For the taxpayer. This is gonna be fucking cataclysmic, innit? Are you going to the voting station to vote, or are you abstaining? Seeing as you're kind of like an anarchist type.
No, I'm voting. I'm voting. Yeah.
Are you going there physically, or how's that work? You send
a few miles down. It's like 1 mile away. Yep.
Sweet. You got a car? What kind of car you drive?
It goes from A to B. It's what is it? Volkswagen Jetta.
Sweet VW, most reliable after
Goes
Toyota. Nice, mate. Yeah, well, with fucking gasoline prices, it's not even incentivized to own a car unless you're fully locked in. It's not even incentivized to fucking advocate to people.
Fucking idiot! Shit!
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Where the fuck is my mind? Oh, here it is. Bottoms up. Cheers to Rooney.
Yeah. Fucking cheers.
Going, oh, you want a driver's license? You want any kind of assistance? Here's a voting record. They just shot down the ability for pollsters to, when you come in to vote, to ask for your ID. That is criminal. The only people that should be voting for our nation's leaders are people that are living here, are citizens that are working, paying taxes. Those are the only people that should be voting. If you agree, type yes.
Yes.
I could probably, eh? That would be like a funny stunt. I can make like a TikTok out of it. Because if you don't need the voter ID dispute, like that would never happen in my country. Like you bring your ID to the voting booth, period. Like there's no dispute here. Whether it's your driver's license or your fucking, some other card we had back in the day. You can get all kinds of ID. But it's like people are saying that black people can't have IDs. What the fuck? Like, what planet are you from? What world are you from? You're essentially saying black people are too stupid to go to the DMV. So therefore, we have to let illegal immigrants vote in the elections.
Yeah, it's completely bullshit.
The outcome. And like both of those things are like stupid statements, because first of all, black people can go to the DMV just like anyone else. And second of all, if you let illegal immigrants vote in the election, then you might not necessarily get the result that is in the best
I'm about to rock like 10 videos, bro.
Huh?
I'm about to rock like 10 videos.
Well, I mean, think about it. You know, Biden says, "Let them all in. Don't give a fuck about the border."
You know,
That's a way for them to buy votes.
like everybody
that's
needs
what they
to be
did in the
woke.
UK with
And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah.
the Labour Party.
Like everybody needs to be woke.
Everything woke turns to shit, okay? You know what woke means? It means you're a loser. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Loser. You're not doing so good. But yeah, so it's just weird because it's like it just hinders the progress of
obviously
exist.
Tim Walz has been nominated as the VP, or
I'm saying like a fucking crazy white dude.
how radical Kamala Harris is. This is a person who listened to the Hamas wing of her own party and selecting a nominee. This is a guy who's proposed shipping more manufacturing jobs to China, who wants to make the American people more reliant on garbage energy instead of good American energy, and has proposed defunding the police just as Kamala Harris does. I think that you guys have got to do a better job at actually forcing Kamala Harris to answer questions. This is a person who's been the presumptive Democrat nominee for 16 days. She hasn't taken a single real question from a reporter. I think it's shameful for Kamala Harris, but increasingly for the media, that she's taking a basement strategy of running from reporters instead of getting in front of them, answering tough questions about her record.
Shout out to J.D. Vance, man. I didn't know if J.D. Vance would be the right person for Trump to pick, man. Since he picked him, I want y'all to win.
What's mean stance on the issues? That's what I want to know. And how many pants does Sam's him?
Under, especially paying so much working money on taxes, where that money actually goes to? Well, it goes to these people inside of Afghanistan, as of course the Taliban today just literally had a parade showcasing all the equipment that was left for them by, of course, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, that according to many sources actually played a key pivotal role in this major decision to leave Afghanistan. Taliban radical Islamists, all of the latest and greatest toys that my taxes paid for. As of course the Taliban got all of this through me, yours, your family's hard work, as there's still some politicians out there that are saying, you need to disarm, you're the problem, you can't be trusted with self-defense tools, and what do you take me for, sucker? Actually, I am one, since I'm an American taxpayer.
First up.
That's poignant.
Of her record as a prosecutor, and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way. The bottom line is, Senator Harris, when you are in a position to make a difference and an impact in these people's lives, you did not. And worse yet, in the case of those who are on death row, innocent people, you actually blocked evidence from being revealed that would have freed them until you were forced to do so. There is no excuse for that.
Get him. We're gonna keep on rocking it. Let's see.
Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Here is all messed up. Oh shit. Bugs eating my balls. It's Kamala. Kamala, not Kamala. Chemical.
Take it
Pronounced chemical.
from a man who once had the honor to be called in this convention the man from hope. We need Kamala Harris, the president of joy.
Repeat the line.
We need Kamala Harris, the president of joy, to lead
that picture.
us.
It's not Kamala. It's not Kamala. It's not Kamala.
It's Kamala.
Kamala Harris.
It's Kamala. Yeah, just think of like a comma and add a la.
Kamala Harris.
And it's just so unnecessary. So wrong.
Well, let's hear you say it.
Told him I wanted to be the last person in the room before I made important decisions. That's what I asked Camel.
It's just too awesome. Just when you think darkness is descending, old Joe Biden shows up. And the sun begins to rise. Rescued again by Joe Biden. Thank you, Joe. What a bigot.
And trust me, I've been ball busted by quite a lot of females in my day. I think Kamala, or Kamala, as it's pronounced in her native Wakandan tongue,
Right, edit you.
is fantasizing about getting railed by Tucker Carlson.
See where we at.
That'd be hot, though. They should make like a sex tape.
A woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit. And
Okay. First, fuck Big Mike and that dick that hang. Palm nigga Mar-a-Lago with the game. Locked up, tons of black fathers, that's a fact. I let Joe Biden say it though. You ain't black. Give it up, pack it in, sick of the cackling, taking these before Kaepernick locked up man for marijuana. You imprisoned them. You were smoking weed at the time. What a hypocrite. Montel Williams and Willie Brown. Guess you have a thing for Willies, but your dad's really proud. A crisis at your border, ignoring the reporters under you and Biden. $1 was worth a quarter. The new world order really wants you in, but it's Trump 2024. We're about to win bigly, hugely. Trust me, I would know it. I still can't believe you believe Jussie Smollett. I'm meeting with rabbis, pastors, preachers, cops, firefighters, God-fearing believers. You're meeting with RuPaul, transgender teachers, creatures, cutting off their primary features. I'm working for God, you work for the Grim Reaper. On Soros's payroll, they should call you Caesar, because every time you speak, it's a big word salad. I heard in college guys called you hot to a Harris. They try to do me like JFK in the drop top. The party of defunded police love the top cop. You give his laptop, Kamala Lewinsky. When you talk in public, you always sound tipsy. You make Pelosi sound like Einstein. Not a worthy opponent, but I guess I find time. Your bottom shelf Chardonnay, me, I'm fine wine. Look at California, you and Gavin cannot fight crime. Bailed out rioters during BLM, then a few that murdered people wasn't shown on CNN. But I'm not surprised, that's just the fake news. And we all know that they pay you, I stay true.
we did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president of the United States.
Joe Biden's a fucking old codger. If he was telling me what to do, I'd suck his stupid old ass in the head. No cap. I've been known to do that. I would just fucking suck him right in the fucking face. He's there like, I think you gotta do this and that. Because poor people just tells the white kids. I'm just like, boom! Elbow. Right in the fucking nose. I kick him in the balls. Like, who the fuck are you to claim some sort of authority, you fucking hack? You're clearly just a vessel. You're clearly just like one of those people who do cocaine and like channel spirits until you have no fucking self left. It's like, wow, so impressive. That's so impressive.
This is fun. This is a funny one. What do you guys say? This one? Wait till y'all see this. This is a classic I got. I got to go back.
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president. Let's start there. Number one.
He's just like an empty husk.
Look, I wouldn't
You know
have
what I
picked
mean?
Trump to be vice president.
You perceive that, bro?
Not qualified to be president.
Empty husk. Imagine if you stuck him in the head, he'd have like some sort of fucking, you know,
what's up, buddy?
Inhuman reaction. You know, it would make like a weird noise, as if you like broke through the atmosphere or something. But you know, that's just daily fucking news these days. So much fucking degeneracy allowed to flourish. Whatever, fuck, I care. Fuck do I care about that? I gotta get me some new pussy, man. My ex is trying to clown on me and it's pissing me off. And my ham has left the country, which is inconvenient, but also kind of relaxing. There's a lot of chicks at the mall that are eyeing me up though, but I'm too smelly to actually lay my game down, you know what I mean? Besides, it's such a fucking ball ache. I mean, but such a ball ache to like try to fucking get chick after chick after chick after chick. I'd rather just watch them walk by. I realize I became a modern man. I was talking on LC's stream the other day about how, you know, you see big booty women, BBWs, in public nowadays, and they're not automatically just sitting on your face, sharing their booty sweat with you. And I was a little bit frustrated about it, but you know, I think I'm becoming more of a modern man. Like, I'm appreciating it more, because then I can like just watch them go by and let it all hang out and have it going on. And that's pretty nice, because then I can just like sip my drink and think about how I don't have to pay for their shit, but like have a quick little family through my head. So it's pretty nice. But you know, one needs companionship in life. How's it going with you and this chick? LC kept harping on about your love life on over on his side.
Okay.
How's that going? Shit, there's a minute.
I'm about to play some more videos.
Wait, did you just turn British? He turned American. Yeah, that was the most unhinged thing about his breakdown yesterday. His voice suddenly changed.
All right, we got 3 more ready.
And like as if he was possessed by some sort of demon. Like, it was fucked up, man.
I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit. And
okay, first fuck Big Mike and then
so I kick demons out.
Mar-a-Lago wisdom
said demon a lot.
Tons of black fathers, that's a fact. I let Joe Biden say it though. You ain't black. Give it up, pack it in, sick of the cackling, taking these around balls way before Kaepernick locked them in for marijuana. You imprisoned them. You were smoking weed at the time. What a hypocrite. Montel Williams and Willie Brown. Guess you have a thing for Willies, bet your dad's really proud. A crisis at your border, ignoring the reporters. Under you and Biden, $1 was worth a quarter. The new world order really wants you in, but it's Trump 2024, we're about to win. Bigly, hugely, trust me, I would know it. I still can't believe you believe Jussie Smollett. I'm meeting with rabbis, pastors, preachers, cops, firefighters, God-fearing believers. You're meeting with RuPaul, transgender teachers, creatures, cutting off their primary features. I'm working for God, you work for the Grim Reaper. On Soros' payroll, they should call you Caesar, because every time you speak, it's a big word salad. I heard in college guys called you hot to a Harris. They try to do me like JFK in the drop top. The party of defunded police loves the top cop. You give his laptop, Kamala Lewinsky. When you talk in public, you always sound tipsy. You make Pelosi sound like Einstein. Not a worthy opponent, but I guess I find time. Your bottom shelf Chardonnay, me, I'm fine wine. Look at California, you and Gavin cannot fight crime. Bailed out rioters during BLM, then a few that murdered people wasn't shown on CNN. But I'm not surprised, that's just the fake news. And we all know that they pay you, I stay true.
We did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president of the United States.
You did. Where we at now?
She sounds like she's on benzos.
Social distancing.
But what if there's
How they loaded
our neighbors and the personal choices they make. We maybe wouldn't make the same choices, but we respect them. And I know in Minnesota and in Arizona and places across this country, you know what makes society work best is when you learn a golden rule. Mind your own damn business. Mind your own damn business. You don't need it.
I thought the golden rule was reciprocal.
Oh, really? We are going into a heightened state of readiness to protect Minnesotans.
we're going to do a phased-in approach? Again, just to be clear, weddings and funerals, these are hugely important human activities, and it is incredibly painful not to do them. But what we're seeing is not the actual ceremonies involved in this, but the social gatherings afterwards. And this is a phased approach because, just to be candid with you, some of you have planned your wedding for 6 months or longer. You've planned it since we made some of those changes. Our intention is not to make that difficult for you. It's to make that day special.
Look, in Minnesota, we respect our neighbors and the personal choices they make. We maybe wouldn't make the same choices, but we respect them.
Wait, there's more.
Minnesotans have been doing a good job social distancing.
But what if you see someone violating that stay-at-home order? WCCO's David Schumann shows us who you can call to report large gatherings and what happens once you do.
The weather will turn, though. Soon, people will be compelled to gather in parks and playgrounds.
I will probably politely ask him to adhere to the CDA requirement of 6 feet.
The city of Bloomington would like Chad to call its newly formed Parks Response Team, about 15 city employees who drive around every day checking on people.
Mind your own damn business. Mind your own damn business. We don't need it.
It's good for all of us. We want to stop that virus. We have to.
Most city officials say do not call 911 to report a crowd. The state has a hotline to report stay-at-home violation concerns. That number is on your screen right now, and we'll also have that information at WCCO.com.
You got blonde hair and you're in Maine. I'm going to show up at your door and expect you to feed me mac and cheese. Oh, hello. I'm your European ancestor.
We respect our neighbors and the personal choices they make.
She did! She did it! She's the one! All right, I was just sitting at home watching cartoons, playing video games with my cousin, and she came in there.
Glenn,
all right?
free.
I have done nothing bad my entire life.
Glenn, shut up!
No, you shut up! Don't talk to me! Don't talk to me, criminal!
All the stuff about if we lose, there'll be a bloodbath. It's have to be a small election. Look what they're trying to do now in the local election districts where people count the votes. They're putting people in place in states that they're going to count the votes, right?
Mind your own damn business. Mind your own damn business.
as key success. Businesses, small business owners, low tax on businesses. People always trying to talk about
Megan Thee Stallion.
Scandinavia being
She
like
got an
the
OnlyFans
communist
talking
country.
nasty. They want to gaslight black people. I don't find this to be impressive whatsoever. I want nothing to do with ghetto stuff. Tell me what you gonna do for this country.
Ladies in the crowd love their body. And if you want to keep loving your body, you know who to go for. You know them too. Hey. Body crazy, curvy waist. Yeah. Body crazy, curvy waist.
Kamala Harris brought her fake Southern accent having ass to Atlanta yesterday. And she got up on that stage. Before she got up on that stage, she came out to Quavo and Megan Thee Stallion got up on that presidential rally stage and started twerking.
And they want to talk about Donald Trump and what he said on the hot mic. They got a nasty woman up here talking crazy at a campaign. Ain't got nothing to do with politics. Just nasty degeneracy.
10 million.
And anyone who's worth their salt in economic research knows that we have some of the most favorable conditions for doing business in the world, like ranked by the IMF and the fucking blah blah blahs. Because although we have a progressive tax rate, it's quite favorable if you start a business. Businesses, it can be quite high on income in order to pay for all the healthcare and all that shit, but we are by no means an anti-capitalist country. We are extremely capitalist in our country. Like it's just wrong to say that Norway is socialist. I mean, it might be social democrat depending on who wins the election, if you want to use those labels, but it's an incredibly small difference between the right wing and the left wing in Norway, because we're a small country and we stick together and we have a policy that works for us. Not to mention that we're an oil country. I mean, we're kind of like the Saudi Arabia of the north, right? So this whole claim that that Norway is, or Sweden for that matter, they have kind of the similar thing, but with Volvo and IKEA, is somehow not capitalist. It's just it's like you went to university for political science, but you didn't bother to show up to the lectures, and that's very silly. Like, it's silly Billy shit, to be honest. You can get a lot of free shit in Norway, but like, it's nothing comes free. Even the fucking, like, when they're talking about them immigrants don't come over thinking that they're gonna get shit for free most of the time. And so at least not the ones I've talked to. I mean, either they a lot of them make it in sales, whether it be cell phones.
Would you do?
Or,
and I want to ask you a very simple question tonight. Do you want to win this war?
I want the war to stop. I want to save lives that are being uselessly, people being killed by the millions. It's the millions. It's so much worse than the numbers that you're getting, which are fake numbers.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Trump was right. I want the war to stop. I want to save lives. Most Americans would agree with this answer. David Muir's question, do you want Ukraine to win? Suggests someone has defined what victory looks like, as far as I know. From the very beginning, the Biden administration and NATO only wanted to weaken and collapse the Russian economy. Biden and EU will never want to defeat Russia militarily, in front of a nuclear superpower. Therefore, they will never provide Ukraine with advanced weapons to defeat Russia. This is taboo for the Biden administration, and NATO will also never cross the red line with Putin, because that would lead to nuclear.
Yeah. You sound
highly accurate. And not only that, like, not even in respect to the nukes, like, at the end of World War II, Russia's military was way bigger than the American one. So the reason why the nuclear arms race started was because the US needed something to leverage against their more tanks than God policy, which was, of course, created by the US steel industry. But
I've been working on my.
you know, you're not going to invade Russia.
I really wasn't intending on taking that song. It was just thoughts that came to me when I was
People are too ferocious.
so many folks commented on my
You
TikTok.
know, it's going to be the same as it ever
you need to
was.
finish this up as a song. So today, instead of doing housework or something responsible, I've been picking on this guitar and writing the rest of what I have not yet titled. But I think I'm just going to call it my Trump song. I can't go to the grocery store and spend less than $100 bill. I can't afford to buy new clothes. I gotta shop at the Goodwill. Might have to walk to work next week 'cause I can't afford the gas. I can't wait to tell Joe Biden to kiss my country ass. DJT put his life on the line to make America great again. One more round in the White House, he'll prove to us and then. All I know, I won't waste my vote when I cast it for Trump and Vance. Can't wait for this great country to give Trump one more chance. Go USA is what I say. Trump rocks and that's a fact. He'll fight, fight, fight for all our rights and take this country back. All the haters today, man, they got a lot to say, but my turn will come at last. On election day, I can't wait to tell Biden to kiss my ass. Go USA is what I say. Trump rocks and that's a fact. He'll fight, fight, fight for all our rights and take this country back. All my haters today, man, they got a lot to say, but my turn will come at last. On election day, I can't wait to tell Joe Biden, kiss my country ass. Hey, if you like this stuff that I'm doing, follow me on here. I just need a few more followers to
big up.
Yeah, some good shit, man. Fucking hell, there's too many fucking flies around there. I don't know if I'm feeling confident enough.
Version of Biden, analytically, is the best Biden ever.
He's actually perfectly sharp. He's totally focused. He's very sharp. And the proof is in the performance.
Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we had to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
All this right-wing propaganda that his mental acuity has declined is wrong. Ooh, we finally beat Medicare.
I think he's better than he's ever been because more people believe that actually Joe Biden's mental acuity is better than Donald Trump.
I mean, he's funny, sharp as a tack.
Kamala Harris says he is up to this task. He's, sharp as a tack. He's smart. He's energetic.
He is so sharp and he's on top of everything. I think he's better than he's ever been.
All this right-wing propaganda that his mental acuity has declined is wrong. Ooh. Ooh. With COVID issues, with dealing with everything we have to do with if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump.
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicaid, beat it to death.
With COVID, excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with loot, and we finally beat Medicare.
And it is a classic disinformation tactic. If you edit it in such a way, you can make it appear that he fits this narrative, that he is slow, that he is wandering off.
A party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command.
This is a man who's sharp, who's on top of his game, who knows what's going on. Ooh. 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 Who knows what's going on? The with COVID, excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with and we finally beat Medicare.
President.
Anyway, that's a classic. Let's see.
There's some slight precipitation here. Cozy precipitation.
Hey, Jeremy, I'm going to kick you for a few. Is that cool? Don't be mad. Go to the chat. Can I? Did it work? Did it not work? Did it? What's happening? Why is it? Is it not? It's not. Oh. Then again, I already played 1 million videos, and he's been here, so it's maybe a little too late. Got some more. A lot more stuff I want to do. Boy, what was that? We can. Yeah, man. We'll be streaming. Yeah, we'll be streaming tomorrow. Should I let Jeremy back on? It's like we're just kind of showing videos right now. Let's see what else I got. And then I got some in details, but they're like 17 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm trying not to show those yet, but we'll see. I'm trying to. Oh yeah, this is where she's being a little bitch. Here's where she's being a little bitch. But then days later, she does a rally in a church or something. She's a two-faced lying bitch. I'll show you this though. What was that?
Jesus is Lord.
Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally. No, I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
Anti-Christian rhetoric and anti-Christian approach to public policy. I don't think that we've, that's right, Jesus is king, and I don't think that we've seen, I don't think that we've seen anything like this in modern American politics.
Yeah. What a fucking cunt she is. A satanic cunt. Let's see. Now we got witches trying to cast spells on Trump. I don't know if you guys cut that. Yeah, if that one troll is here, I can start popping him links. About the voter fraud stuff that we're not allowed to talk about. Then we got the illegal aliens voting. They're allowed to vote now. You vote without an ID in California. You vote without an ID in California. But yeah, they're letting illegal aliens vote. Oh, you want to? I'll show you guys this real quick. Yeah, we already lost. We already lost, guys. We lost. We lost and we lost days ago. Let me show you guys. We lost and we lost days ago. Cheaters. Damn it. Oops. I hit keep.
Big breaking news coming out today, guys. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. We have an urgent information coming out. The news put up 2024 November results today, showing victory for the VP. Are you serious? Look at this here, guys. Look at this. The VP, 52%. Donald, 47%. I want to show you the video really quick. Look at this here. Look at this. I guess there was a NASCAR sign going on, but if you look, see that? You see that? 52%. Yeah, we're gonna see what's going on here, guys. This is a big breaking news, and if I'm not mistaken, I think there's gonna be a lawsuit. If I'm not mistaken, we have the 4-5. He's putting out some messages out there. The 4-5 campaign sues PA County. And by the way, that information is coming out from PA. You know, the video and the result, that's coming out from PA. All right, so there's going to be a lawsuit in that county in PA, alleging it is turning away. And we talked about that yesterday. My video is called Emergency Service Shutdown. All right, so that video link will be in the comments box. And I knew that this was going to happen. So, yeah, they shut everything down 1:30, I believe 1:30 p.m. And they close at 5, but for some reason they close early because supposedly there was only 2 staff. It was too much for them. there.
But yeah,
Look at
back to this. Back to this
I
part.
guess there was a NASCAR sign going on, but if you look, see that you.
That's crazy, ain't it? What do you guys think? What do y'all think? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? I mean, that's fucking nuts. Again, this is days ago. 100% reporting, yeah. So they're already got the cheat factor. They already got the cheat factor ready. Yep, unfucking believable, huh? Motherfuckers. Wonder if they took down his other video that I let's see, what was his what's he got now? Waiting on these ads real quick. Come on, man. Oh my god, look at this shit. Let's see. What you guys see this? What you guys see this one? What you guys see this? Unfucking real. Fucking these fucking.
Hey, this is going on. My name is Louis. Today is November 4th, 2024. And God bless to every single one of you. Guys, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We have an urgent breaking news coming out when it comes to November event. It says here the VP campaign says results could take several days after the left warned to flood airwaves if the 4-5 declares victory before everything are counted. It's going to take several days. I remember back in 2016, everything was done that one day. Everything was done. They announced the victory. I think it was 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, 3:30 a.m. Eastern time. It didn't take several days. All this started happening in 2020. Now, all of a sudden, you have the LEFT are saying it's going to take several days. So we're not going to find out who's going to be victorious November 5th. We have to wait 5, 10 days, 13 days, who knows? So again, this is going to be a deja vu of 2020. All right, guys, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Luis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 U.S. Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. All right, so let's see what's going on here, guys. This is a urgent news. You have the VP campaign has said November result could take several days to come in. So, in other words, they want to see where November stands if the 4-5 is in the lead. So that way they have several days to figure out to get the love letters. Oh, man. So the claim comes just days after the LEFT warns to flood social media and the airwaves if the 4-5 declare victory before all of it were counted. We believe this race is going to be incredibly close. Man.
I just I about laughed my ass off when I read that too. Incredibly close. The only way it'll be close if it's incredibly rigged. But I guess you're not allowed to talk about that on fake tube, right?
Campaign chair Mr. Jen told reporters. Close. I mean, it's like a 6-year-old striking out Babe Ruth. So Dylan continue. So we may not know the result of this November for several days. Wow. But we are very focused on staying calm and confident throughout this period as the process goes through. And we really know that we as a campaign have a really important role to play in keeping many calm, the people calm, and communicating and being transparent about our process. Yeah, this is why they are declaring National Guards. Activating National Guards. All right, so Mr. Dillon outlined that by the end of Tuesday night, the campaign expect near complete results from Georgia, North Carolina, and Michigan, and partial results from PA, Wisconsin, and Arizona. Now, she said that by Wednesday morning, it expects more results from Wisconsin and additional results from PA and Michigan. And past Wednesday, it expects additional results from PA, Arizona, and Nevada. Again, 2020, it was never like this. 2020, it was never like this. Everything was done at 3:30 a.m. I think it was November 6th, if I'm not mistaken. Everything was completed. Everything was done. November the 6th, 2016.
Right,
I think it was November 6th. And
shout outs to Mr. This channel right here. Good guy. Oh, it's not that easy, Junior. Boy, if it was only that easy, yeah. If it was only that easy. Well, again, we know what happened last time. We know. See, what do I want to go? Did y'all see this? We'll take a break. Hey, Jeremy, I know I got you off the panel, but wait till y'all see this. Wait till y'all see this, motherfucker. Wait till y'all see this. Wait till y'all see this.
Oh, how are you this morning? Or is it afternoon? I don't even. Oh, it's just afternoon. All right. Has anybody read this before? 10 Spooky Pumpkins? No. No one? Okay. Somebody has. Okay, so it's 10 Spooky Pumpkins. The end. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Later that same evening.
Help me! Bruh.
What the hell is going on? What's going on?
It's weird. It's weird.
Let me make you a deal, all right? You get the motor, you keep your money, and I'll get your baby.
Right. We go back a long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway.
And I heard some talk radio people saying, I mean, maybe if it's your own family, but even then, that's weird, right? Like that's your nephew or niece. That's still weird and creepy. That's, yeah. The fuck? Joe's fucking weird. Fucking, yeah. Oh, here we go.
I'm Evan Forrester. With just days to go until Election Day, several Pennsylvania counties continue to investigate potential voter registration fraud. Fox 43's Alyssa Kratz has been following details of this story throughout the week. She's here now with the latest developments in York County.
Evan, that's right. We know York County's elections office received a bulk delivery of nearly 3,100 voter registration forms, which needed a closer look. That delivery was made by an Arizona-based consulting firm called Field and Media Corps, which was acting on behalf of the Everybody Vote campaign. Now, a chunk of those applications are under criminal investigation with the district attorney's office. We're learning more about a large batch of suspicious voter registration forms delivered to the York County Elections Office.
Nearly half of the applications that were received were legitimate and they were approved.
Of the 3,087 forms, approximately 24% were declined. Many of them found to be duplicate registration requests. Another approximately 29% were deemed incomplete.
And there's a variety of reasons of why they could be incomplete, but we have not approved those internally. We need further information from the applicant.
All declined applications have been turned over to the district attorney's office.
We are committed to integrity, safety, and security of our elections. That's top priority, number one commitment. We're following the law, we're following our process to ensure that every eligible voter is able to vote in the manner in which they want to vote, and that every legal vote is counted.
The York County District Attorney's Office says a critical part of these investigations and charging decisions is determining whether a crime based on the election code or other areas of criminal law was committed, saying in part, quote, specifically, we will seek to determine the intent behind the submission of the voter registration application. Clearly, there is a difference between innocent mistakes and criminal intent. Where we find a criminal act occurred and the facts support the existence of a necessary criminal intent to commit that act, charges will be filed and this office will prosecute. And the DA's office is making it clear that District Attorney Dave Sunday is not involved with this investigation as he is running for State Attorney General. All decisions instead are being made by the office's first Assistant District Attorney, Tim Barker.
So, Alyssa, we know a similar situation taking place in Lancaster County, about 2,500 or so registration applications they're looking at. Gets dropped off a week ago tomorrow. Any update on the situation there?
Not much of an update right now, Evan. A county spokesperson tells me that the Board of Elections plans to have an update on the investigation there at its...
Fry TV in the house. What's up? What up? What up? Good to see you, Fry. Let me, I'll take a short break and I'll show you guys this. This is kind of this is fucking pretty cool. Hey, what up, Fry? This is fucking funny as hell. Here we go. This is good. This is, hold on. Yeah.
Democrats were crazy for saying that men have periods, but then I met Tim Walz.
Hey, Beavis, look at Lil Wayne on TV. Damn, he got old. He looks older than Joe Biden's butt.
Out here. That's E.T. E.T. phone home. Ha ha ha.
Wow, no way. Beavis, that's Whoopi Goldberg.
Wheezy Goldberg. Wheezy Goldberg?
No buttwad. She's a washed-up actor that complains on TV all day now because she's old, and no man wants to give her the schlong.
Yeah, she's ugly. Haha. Why are you watching a show with a bunch of miserable old hags butthead? Yeah.
Beavis, you douche nugget. I heard that Tampon Tim was going to be on the show. With a name like that, he must score with all the chicks.
Tampon. Tampon Tim. Haha.
Okay, Beavis, here he comes. Be quiet.
Okay, Tim, the king of all tampons is here. Hee.
That's that Tim Walls guy. I always see him on TV with that Indian-looking lady.
Yeah, butthead. He's weird. This guy is a dork.
Yeah, man, something looks off to me about him. He looks like he's a turd burglar.
Turd burglar. Why do they call him Tampon Tim, butthead?
I don't know. He looks more like a maxi pad kind of man, if you ask me. Is this guy related to Brian Stelter? What a butt muncher.
Change the channel, butthead. This muck is hurting my eyes.
Okay. Hey, Beavis, look, it's that Indian lady again.
Oh, butthead, that's Kamala. Mamala. She wants to be president.
Beavis, the only thing she could be president of is president of these nuts. Hey, Beavis, guess what? Her husband scored with the nanny.
He scored. He got her pregnant too, butthead.
Oh, skeet, goddamn. Hey, Beavis, it's that tremendous black chick again. What do they call her?
Lizzo. Lizzo.
She looks like when she farts, the walls sweat.
A lot of junk in that trunk. Big booty mama.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Beavis, how on earth does she wipe that thing? Hold on, what the... do you think he uses pronouns?
Shut up!
That's right, Beavis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you take care of that.
I'll teach him a lesson.
Common sense news.
That's a good one, right? That's a good one. That's a classic. Shout out to everybody. Should we do a quick victory shot? A quick victory shot. Again, legally, we will win, just like last time. But if it was up to legal votes, yeah. Which we had. Let's do a fucking You know what? You know what, guys? Trump, here's a good joke. The joke of the day for you guys. Trump's flag better be on top. Because that flag on the bottom ain't winning shit. that fucking, yeah. That fucking flag on the bottom ain't winning shit. So Trump better be up there. And I guess that's Harris down there. No. I don't even want to. No, she's she can't beat my Cowboys regardless. Let's just let my Cowboys lose on their own, please. Yeah. All right, let's do the all right. fucking go. Cheers. Oh yeah, delicious. Okay. Yeah. Where we at over here? Yeah, let me see this. Fucking ads, come on. We'll go back to a video by Jimmy.
Hey, come see us on tour. We're going to be in Los Angeles, Columbus, Ohio, Dayton, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Lexington, Kentucky, Burbank, California, and Honolulu. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. This is going to sound crazy, but it's not. This is actually real, that the Democrats have had a plan in place to not let Donald Trump become elected president again for a while. And I found out about this through Mike Benz. So first of all, they're going to use the 14th Amendment. So the 14th Amendment, here it is. It said, no person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elected president and vice president or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state who has previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or an officer of the United States or a member of any state or as an executive to support the Constitution of the United States shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same. And so that's why it was so important for the FBI to instigate January 6th. And that's why Nancy Pelosi made sure there wasn't any National Guard or security there. So when the FBI instigated and those people and the cops at the Capitol shot flashbangs they were inciting them, and the rest of the cops took the gates away and the fences away, and they swung the doors wide open, allowing so that's what this was all about. And we have the video, we showed it on our show earlier, of Nancy Pelosi going, oh, they're trespassing on federal property. This is exactly what we wanted. That's because they were trying to make sure Donald Trump could never run for president again because they feared he would win. And that's what the establishment doesn't want, a guy who they can't control. And so they're going to use the 14th Amendment. What makes me think they're going to use the 14th Amendment? Well, here's Mike Benz talking about it on PBD's show.
Listen to Jamie Raskin. Jamie Raskin in Congress has said, let people vote for Trump if they want. We're not going to certify his election anyway. So he may be elected, but we're not going to let him be inaugurated.
When did he say that?
So here he is saying it. When did he say it? Here he is saying it, that they're going to use the 14th Amendment, and it doesn't matter if Trump wins the election. They're not going to certify it because they're going to invoke that clause from the 14th Amendment saying Trump incited an insurrection. Here he is saying it.
It's going to be up to us on January 6, 2025 to tell the rampaging Trump mobs that he's disqualified. And then we need bodyguards for everybody in civil war conditions, all because the 9 justices, not all of them, but these justices who have not many cases to look at every year, not that much work to do, a huge staff, great protection.
Well, that's fucking. Are you guys here? Type in. This is getting deep. This is getting deep. Wow. Holy shimolies. Fuck. We're fucked.
Simply do not want to do their job and interpret what the great 14th Amendment means. And I'm glad that Sherilyn's creating her new center. So
if you
it's gonna
listen
be
to what he
up
says,
to us on January 6th, 2025, to tell the rampaging Trump mobs that he's disqualified. And then we need bodyguards for everybody and civil war conditions, all because
you went against the Constitution and inserted your pre-chosen candidate. That's why. That's why you're going to need bodyguards, and that's why there's going to be a civil war, because you motherfuckers are undermining the Constitution like you've done since 2016, when a guy who wasn't pre-selected by the war machine and the deep state won the goddamn election, and you didn't see it coming. That's why he's a tool of those exact same establishment, war machine, Wall Street, establishment, deep state motherfuckers, and that's what he's planning on doing. I'm not making this up. Did they have this plan? When did they have this plan in place? Here's
Jimmy on motherfucking fire, huh? Jimmy on fucking fire. Let it rip, bro. Fuck.
Here's Mike Benz to tell you.
You'll see what it says there in yellow highlights with the red highlight. Again, this was in June 2020, being organized by military, intelligence, State Department, and high-level political operatives from both sides of the aisle. Again, both the former heads of the both major political parties, who were both anti-Trump. And one of the most consequential moves in their war game for how to make sure Biden was inaugurated, even if Trump was elected, was that Team Biden role-played by no less than John Podesta, who would then occupy this very senior slot in the Biden administration, White House.
So they did a role play on this, just like they did Project 201 when they role played COVID, and it worked out just like they role played it. They did another role play of how they would deal with Donald Trump winning re-election. And
one of the most consequential moves was that Team Biden on January 6th provoked a breakdown in the joint session of Congress by getting the House of Representatives to agree to award the presidency to Biden based on the alternative pro-Biden submissions sent by pro-Biden governors. This is what they're planning to do. They're going to make the argument that Donald Trump is disqualified under the 14th Amendment because of January 6th. And
then they're going to reinstall. So back then it was Joe Biden. This time it's going to be Kamala Harris. This is exactly what I've been telling people when they ask me, who do you think is going to win the election? And I, just like my friend Russell Doppler says, if Donald Trump is allowed to be inaugurated as president, I have to rethink everything I've thought about the deep state, because they're going to do shit like this, shit you didn't see coming. January 6th, nobody saw coming, that they would try to instigate something like that so they could do something like this. And believe me, they're thinking about other stuff as we live and breathe right now. They're thinking about other ways to do this, if not blatantly outright flipping votes, which is what every video I've seen show. There's no video that shows they're flipping votes for Donald Trump. It's always the other way. Let me throw it to my panel. What do you have to say? I mean, Jamie Raskin says it right out in open. He blurts it right out. He's not trying to hide it. He's got Mike Benz has the document. What do you all have to say?
Well, it's like the late Norm Macdonald's great tweet about an insurrection so deadly that they stayed between the velvet ropes as they were walking through, right?
That's called the invite-em-in insurrection.
The invite-em-in insurrection. Dude, this has all been about pressure from above, pressure from below. They want martial law, so they're trying to just wind us up so badly. You hear them. Oh, we're gonna have civil war like situation. That's what they want, so they can just throw out the Constitution, and whenever they seize power, they never give it back. I think.
There's only a couple minutes left, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but they changed the they did some stuff, so now they're allowed to kill us. Yeah, I don't know if you guys caught that, but yeah, now they're allowed to kill us. Now they I got that video saved too. I do my homework, believe it or not. Can I go back and press play again? Yeah, let's get that. Oh yeah.
I think Governor Newsom still has COVID power. When do we end that? That's what they want. They want to throw out the Constitution and install continuance of government.
Okay, so
Yeah, Jamie wants to talk about that we're going to have a civil war. God forbid the Democrats provide any kind of policy that's going to gain my vote.
Yeah, 100%.
you think he just wants a civil war because he wants one of those hats to cover his repulsive looking hair? No, by the way, yeah. I mean, he looks like, I don't know if you watch Always Sunny, but he looks like when Frank Reynolds went to a mortician to do his makeup to not look like a kid diddler.
Hey, come see us on tour. We're going to be in Los Angeles.
Big ups, Jimmy Dore. Yeah, give me a minute, guys. It was probably on. It was probably on Jimmy's channel. He's got a lot of good stuff. Oh yeah, there's more voter fraud stuff. I got a video on that. That's another one that's 12 minutes long. We got the let's see. What was this one? Maybe I should go to that 2-minute video. Boy, Pat Gray unleashed an hour and a half video, an hour and a half live stream on what's really behind illegal aliens voting in the U.S. Redacted. The CIA won't let Trump win. That's a 5.5-minute video. We have to watch that one real quick. Reacted also has a wake up voter fraud exists in the United States. That's a 16-minute video. We can do a music video real quick too. One second, guys. Or I could play the video, right? Play the music video, then go look. I could do that. Yeah, we can do that. All right. Burn bar. What the fuck? No, today.
He gets back up. No, you can keep him down because he's tough. Yeah, he's the toughest around. Sleepy Joe was like the walking dead. He had to go, knock him out loud and over her head. Oh, can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the voting machine. He ain't the worst that I've seen. Sometimes these tweets can be mean. Better vote Trump. Trump. Gotta vote Trump. Better vote Trump. Trump. Gotta vote Trump. Who said that? Maybe that would be a sin. You gotta go with the one who makes America great again. So can't you see me standing here? I got my back.
1 second. Hey, Fry, I got it for you. Fry, here's the video. It's from Viva. I think Fry, you probably got Viva subscribed. So you could, Fry, if you're here, actually, all you guys, subscribe to that link. Subscribe to that. Well, you can go to that channel. You can go to that channel and subscribe. And yeah. So wow, it's 420, by the way. Fuck. It's 420, man. It's 420. Yeah, let me know. Type Fry when you click on. Type yes or no if you got the guy subbed. I think so. It's the badass from Canada, but he's also been in Florida. Viva. Yeah, he's like the freedom fighter, fucking lawyer. He's a badass. I think I found him through the trucker convoy and all that. Me and Jeff and yeah. All right, where we at? Where's the play button at? Hey, what's up, GSP?
Back against the voting machine. He ain't the worst that I've seen. Sometimes his jokes are obscene. Better vote Trump. Gotta vote Trump. Better vote Trump. Gotta vote Trump.
Okay.
Better vote Trump. Gotta vote Trump. Re-elect Trump. Gotta vote Trump. Trump.
Do it! Make your dreams come true. Just do it.
Better vote Trump. Gotta vote Trump. Re-elect Trump. Gotta vote Trump.
Oh yeah. So let's see what I want to go to. That's 16 minutes. Okay, this is 5.5 minutes. 2 minutes. Let's see, how long is that video? I got, okay. I did that one, right? I did that one. Authorized to use these. Okay. Yeah. Then there's, okay. I think I want to go with this one. All right, I want to go with this one. Check this one, guys, out. Check this one out. This is interesting.
Actually check mark on Donald Trump and the other people that I wanted to vote for.
Okay, so let's get this straight. You went into the voting machine. You're going to vote for Donald Trump. You had to push the button 10, 20 times for it to accept it.
Yeah, it's like it wouldn't register on the touch screen. And me, I don't like to jump to conclusions. I'm sitting here like, well, maybe my body temperature's low. I'm rubbing my hands on my shirt, touching it again. Maybe it's just not registering. But deep down, there's a huge part of me that just says, this is electronic equipment. It can be hacked. It can be programmed. That's the fault with it. We don't really know unless there's been an investigation done. And there was last time on the Dominion machines. We've all seen the shows. We've all seen the evidence that the Dominion machines go through the internet. They can be hacked.
Oh, they most certainly can. And you know how I know they can? It's because I actually received a court order, a threat to remove my Dominion voting machine videos off of social media back in 2020. So, or 2019, 2020, right? I got into a lot of problems because we had a gentleman just such as yourself that called in and was telling me how the machines were, or no, it was a lady. I'm sorry, it was a lady. And she said, Mike, the machines are hacked. She was in Arizona. The machines are not working properly. I know they're doing things there. You could tell that they're squandering things around. And there's a lot of secret whispering going around when I went in to vote. And she was telling me, she was in Arizona. She told me the Maricopa County or something. And she told me that there's something not right. And she's been voting, as she told me, since the 70s. And she's saying that basically something is just not right. Right. She's an older lady, but she's telling me that something didn't seem right. And she tried again to vote for who she was voting for was Donald Trump. And there was problems again, trying to get that vote to go through. She said it took her about 8 presses and it finally went through. And it looked like it didn't even register, in her words.
Yes, it's just for all the viewers out there listening and watching. The thought that I had a few weeks ago when I decided, okay, I'm going to vote. I haven't voted since the Bush administration here in America, since George Bush Jr. But in my state, we had 2 state amendments that were up for a vote. Proposition 1 and 2. The first one was not allowing illegal migrants or illegal aliens to be able to vote. Okay. The second one had to do with our local school districts and opening up the ability for federal money to be given to not just private as well. I was just going to go ahead and vote on the amendments without even voting for one of the politicians because I'm still fed up with the politicians. Trump's the lesser of 2 evils, and I'm sure you've heard other people say that, but I just don't trust any of them. I went ahead and voted for him. I went ahead and gave him a vote. And like I said, I've been holding one for over 20 years. I haven't voted since the George Bush Jr. administration in 2001, 2000. But I mean, people watching and listening, if you're unsure, you don't want to vote for one of the candidates and there's a proposition in your state, and if there's any American listeners out there, just vote for the proposition.
Yep.
Like I mentioned in the comments earlier tonight, I'm more depressed than I have ever been, and I'm putting in, or at least feel that I'm putting in 20 times the effort into life.
You know, there's 6 or 7 people that in the comments tonight alone that said they did early voting and they're depressed. Like, it's not just you. Like, a lot of people are depressed. Is it because people are starting to realize that the gig is up, that there's nothing coming to save anybody, and you're on your own? Is that what it is? Is that what you're feeling now, or is it just, you know?
I honestly believe what you just said is correct. That old ostrich head in the sand, and everyone's heard that one. Once you know all this stuff, even if you forget some of it and move on with life, or you hit a spell where you're doing very good in life, this stuff's always going to be there. But yeah, it's the veil has been lifted, and many Americans plus people around the world are waking up and going, we are in a closed system. The freedom that we have and the few freedoms that we did have are slowly disappearing, and they were already basically just freedoms within inside of a closed system. But there was a little more opportunity for people to exercise those freedoms. Maybe not every day, but at least in their lifetime. It's at a point now where we barely have the right to free speech.
They're going with digital ID, and the digital ID is going to tie to the platforms, the digital whatever, like YouTube and stuff. You're going to need a digital ID to get into any of this stuff. So they're going to actually make it in a way where they're just going to make it impossible for us to exist going forward. And that.
Why would you leave? Why would you leave, Bern? This guy's talking about we'll need a digital ID. And guess what? They don't care what color, race, religion, who you voted for. That's you too, buddy. You're a little slow over there, you lefty. Boy, you lefties are a little fucking slow.
That's why I say people be friends with your neighbor. Call up your family you haven't called in months. Tell them you love them. Go buy some, just go buy something for a coworker. Make them feel good. Just start uniting and reuniting with the people around you and tell them you love them. Because this is going to get really bad.
I agree, Mike. I know I mentioned last time I was on the show, I'm a recovering alcoholic. And this is the second time I've been through this battle. Been clean for a year.
Amen.
When I go to the NA meetings, for a while, we'll all be doing exactly what you just said, trying to build each other up, telling each other, hey, we love each other. We want you to succeed. Here's a good idea. Try that. But I can honestly tell you, the mood has just dropped. It's not that anybody's trying to, be a bad person or even having relapses, but just the overall mood, because of the stress in the country and in the world, these bad moods happen or the depression sets in. We all try to fight it the best that we can. I know I sure do. I really try to fight it. I want to believe that we can get through this, and at least if nothing else, maybe get some of these wars around the world stopped.
I'm hearing you. Proxy wars. And you know why this is all happening? It's because of accountability. The governments in the last 10 years have 15 years now, have this incredible amount of accountability on their shoulders that they just can't account for. And there's no way around it anymore. But the only thing they could do is just keep either going to war, pulling triggers on pandemics, getting the mainstream media to scare the crap out of everybody, like one after another. They'll burn scorched earth to the ground, and they'll do scorched earth before they take accountability. They will throw everyone and anyone under the bus. You're going to see a lot of these influencers and a lot of these controlled information distribution people start throwing each other under the bus because no one's going to trust anybody. Just like the repo markets in 2019. The banks didn't trust each other, so the repo markets were going nuts. And they had to pull the trigger on the pandemic because we're going to be in an economic crisis. And here we are today, 2024 November.
Well, of course, I've not heard 2030 mentioned. The Agenda 2030 is the same thing as Agenda 21. It's just their second to third step of bringing about this new world order that they want to bring about, or new age way of doing things. And I mean, it depressed me. It really did. Finding a job, there's jobs out there. I still try to find what I can, work when I can. But robots are replacing not only the soldier on the battlefield, they're replacing the factory worker in the factory. And the question is always out there, what are these people going to do? What am I going to do? We've got social media. That's, 10, 12 years ago, that was the new thing. That was how to make money. That was how to get ad revenue, sponsors. But they pushed so hard because of politics that the ad revenuers pulled out. They didn't want to advertise or be associated with any of those things.
But you know what? A lot of people that came after COVID are getting paid good money now. After COVID channels, not pre-COVID. After COVID channels are making a killing. I know a guy that's making over $12,000 a month USD, and he showed up in 2021 during the trucker rally. And he's not saying anything different that we have been saying for the last 12 years on this channel. But he's allowed to because he's been chosen. Right? And I'm lucky. And I'll tell you straight up, I am a very lucky man. They have chosen me. They have called me multiple times. I don't know if you watch my videos. They've called me multiple times, and I've politely declined their offers. And then one time there was a gentleman in my store that I had it on speakerphone, and he was looking at me. He's like, "Hang up the phone. What are you talking? Hang up the phone. You can't hang up the phone on these people." Because he was hearing the conversation. He was like, "Holy crap, you're not kidding. These people want to buy you out, Mike. They want to make Mike in the Night the next. They want to make Mike in the Night the next Joe Rogan experience." But I'm not up for being bought out because I want to die in peace, and I want to die knowing I didn't misdirect anybody in my life, and I did God's work. Amen.
I agree, Mike. I agree. You don't want that guilt weighing on you for the rest of your life. We're all going to have enough of that as it is. And I call it being a sellout. And I try to keep an open mind and try not to think negatively about some of these people. But it's just the facts. It's true. If they think that they can use you or me or anyone else out here to spread the propaganda or the negativity, that's what they're going to do and make money at it at the same time. And I agree with you. It's wrong for Joe Rogan to make $1.5 to $1.8 million per episode. And I mean, the material is rehashed over.
He's telling you what you already know, though.
Yes.
And I'm making videos. Hey, guys, I don't think it's going to be an election. Hey, guys, I think something's going to happen to Donald Trump in a few years. Hey, guys, I think this is going to. Hey, guys, interest rates are going to go up. We can't buy food. Hey, guys, electricity is going to be unaffordable by this year. And I'm actually putting my neck on the line, making all these predictions about inflation, power, energy, housing crisis, America's turning into California. People wake up with the Biden selection, all this stuff over and over. But it's just, imagine Joe Rogan took some of these predictions I did and like pulling the trigger on a pack, and actually they'd have a statue of this guy erected in every town square if he actually said what I said, right?
I agree with you. That was funny.
Yeah.
I couldn't picture a statue of Joe Rogan in every town square and don't know if I would want to. I honestly don't know if I would want to.
But he'd be the man. If he said what I was saying, he'd be the man. He'd get his face etched on the moon surface.
Yeah, I agree. He's one of the gatekeepers. I mean, I understand he worked hard to get where he's at. I don't think anybody would say Joe Rogan didn't work hard. He has worked hard.
Mm-hmm.
But he's an actor. He's been in TV for the last 20 years or more.
Mm-hmm.
I can still remember people watching Fear Factor, and it was an entertaining show. And one of the only things that Joe Rogan has ever mentioned that kind of stuck in my head, I remember he was talking about his jiu-jitsu days, and one of his old mentors, he had been in a fight when he was on the jiu-jitsu floor in a tournament, Joe Rogan had. And he kicked one of the opponents, won the match, but he kicked him so hard they were on the ground. And he said he felt bad about it. He goes, that was the moment I realized I didn't want to fight anymore. He wanted to document it or to be what do you call that? The person that's a commentator, the commentator for the
commentary.
fight.
Yeah.
He said that one of his trainers, when he was talking to them about,
hey, come see us on tour.
That's the end of that one. And that's a good video. We'll go to this one. What's this one called? Concerns. We'll go to this one real quick. I don't think I did. I do this one earlier. I don't think I did. Let's see.
We are saying we're 1 week to go on this Tuesday. 1 week
Did
out
I
from
did?
election
Yeah, I
day.
think I did. I think I already did that one. Yep. Didn't I? Did I? It's a 2-minute video. Whatever.
And as millions of people are going to be casting their votes early and already have been doing so, concerns over election security now growing nationwide.
The FBI is now investigating fires set to ballot drop-off boxes in the Pacific Northwest, which one official has called an act of terror. Election officials and law enforcement are now on high alert. Here's ABC's Tim Pulliam.
Election ballots suspiciously up in flames in drop boxes in Portland, Oregon.
It looks like there's some kind of device attached to the ballot box.
And nearby in Vancouver, Washington, officers seen pulling out ballots still burning.
We do have smoke coming out of the ballot box.
Officials say hundreds of ballots at this location have been damaged. Authorities releasing this image they say is the suspect's Volvo, intensifying the search for the person behind this. These incidents believed to be tied to a third ballot box fire earlier this month. Investigators say all started by incendiary devices.
I'm not taking any chances.
Some people deciding to vote in person after hearing about the incidents.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that our vote got counted and that we didn't have to get a new ballot or anything.
It comes as Homeland Security officials issue a new warning that domestic radicals are posting threats of violence toward election officials or infrastructure to prevent perceived fraud or to retaliate against it. The issue putting law enforcement agencies and election officials across the nation on alert.
We're being very vigilant here to make sure that we're prepared and that we're focused on making sure that every eligible voter has the opportunity to cast a ballot in this election and have that ballot counted.
In Los Angeles, election leaders and the sheriff's office outlining their security plan for election night, which includes canines sniffing ballots for any suspicious substances, deputies transporting ballots from voting sites to the processing center, which will be under heavy surveillance.
Please know that although there are no credible threats, we will always be prepared to respond swiftly to any incidents or threats.
Authorities believe the arsonist is tied to at least 3 ballot box fires. The incident has election offices across the country taking extra precautions.
Let me ask you guys. So what would be the point in doing that? Unless you know it's like a 90%. You get what? It's a 90%. It's 90% lefties voting, and so the right winger guy burns it, or is it 90% right winger voting and the left person? What's the get what I'm saying? It's not like you could be like one side, right? Unless you know something. Oh yeah. Yep. Let me so I okay, I just finished that one. See, which one do I want to go to next? Okay, that's I want to go to this one right now. This is important. This is important. This is a big one. This is a big one. What is it called? I want to see. Oh, this is I gotta see this one. Here we go. Oh shit.
For more than a year that Trump will likely win in a landslide, but that the deep state will never allow him to be inaugurated as president of the United States on January 20th. The CIA will not allow it. The very same group of people, of course, who doesn't want him to become president because he's going to defund them largely and put them out of business. And now we're hearing from the deep state that the deep state is preparing for martial law in the United States in order to prevent Trump from becoming president. He'll win the election, clearly, by a landslide. It's seemingly was what's about to happen. But January 20th rolls around. This is how you can keep Congress from getting him into the presidency. They're already setting ballot boxes on fire in Oregon, Washington State, in the swing districts where Trump is polling very, very strong. Overnight, Clark County, Washington, had another ballot box set on fire. This in addition to the ones in Vancouver, Washington, and in Oregon. This is the United States of America. You look at this, you'd be like, oh, that's probably happening in some third world country right now. No, that's the United States of America setting ballot boxes on fire in swing areas where Trump is polling really well and doing really well. This is the tolerance, right? This is the tolerance we talk about. Hundreds of ballots up in flames. These areas that were hit in blue states are currently polling very well for Trump. They are swing counties.
This is why Clayton and I today were like, we have our ballots. We're like, are we going to mail these or are we going to go in?
No, we're going in physically.
Yeah, because I don't trust it. Yeah.
I know.
Let us know what your plan is. If you've already mailed it, how do you feel about that? Because, well, two things. One, I want a sticker to wear around all day.
Right.
And then also, I just don't trust it putting that ballot in the mail anymore. Let me know how you feel about that.
So one way or another, they're trying to stop him right now. Either it's burning the ballots or something else. This is why we just said, we're going on election day to the polling location, voting in person. I mean, you guys do you. I mean, it's up to you. And I'm certainly they're pushing it over. I think the numbers overnight are about 45 million Americans have already voted. 45 million Americans have already voted. And they thought their ballots would be safe.
Mm-hmm.
They drop them in these ballot boxes. They're like, I'm doing my good for the country. Until you see the local news and you're like, wait a second, that's the exact ballot box that I dropped mine off in.
Right.
And they're all up in flames now.
Yeah.
Chad MC says, I'm voting in person. Yeah, let us know in the comments what you guys are planning to doing. Meanwhile, deep state whistleblower, former State Department cyber expert Mike Benz is warning that they will not let Trump move back into the Oval Office, even if he wins in a landslide. Watch.
So is your sense that on, say, January 20th, if Trump does win clearly in the election, is your sense that on January 20th, Trump will be inaugurated or no?
This period between November 5th and January 6th is going to be extremely intense. If Trump wins, my sense is that you will see street paramilitary, left-wing / never Trump, right even potentially. You're going to see this sort of summer 2020 style riot force start to break out on the streets. The media is going to portray them as pro-democracy groups who are protesting the illegitimacy of the Trump Electoral College victory. So that's going to shut down the country. It's going to start terrorizing people. It's going to start preventing people from being able to communicate. You're going to see pressure put on the social media companies, extreme pressure put on by the Justice Department, put on by the advertiser networks. You're going to see this crisis response. It's going to feel like this country is, it's going to feel like the day after January 6th for 2 months if Trump does indeed win the Electoral College, in order for them to prime the pump for their extraordinary actions on January 6th.
Oh, hell.
I mean, Mike Benz further elucidating this point says those astroturfed, race-based street protests will be framed as organic. Wow, they just came out of nowhere. They'll be spontaneous pro-democracy demonstrations, just as for all of our CIA-backed rent-a riots are abroad. The media will inflate this frame, and it will give cover for Congress to block Trump's win on January 6th, 2025, and then not be able to take office in late January at the inauguration. Kyle Seraphin, friend of the show, Kyle Seraphin, former FBI whistleblower, also saying this today. He said, how interesting about Mike Benz sees the same potential that me and the Suspendables have been talking about in our group chat. Y'all ready for the next couple of months? Now, Kyle's referring to Garrett O'Boyle, these other FBI whistleblowers who came out and had their lives ruined after they blew the whistle on how corrupt the FBI is. Garrett O'Boyle specifically, had his life, upended because he told the truth about what the FBI was doing, weaponizing of the DOJ and going after conservatives, going after Catholics and prayer meetings and so forth. So they've already been talking about it. They know what's coming. And now you have confirmation from Mike Benz saying this is exactly what they're planning. And so you can start to see this, right? You can start to see the organic street protests. People are taking to the streets. They're upset that Trump won. They're upset. There's going to be like anti-race. There's going to be these these organic, race-based street protests.
Yeah,
it's terrifying, and you know exactly the game plan. So just be aware of the game plan. This is what they're going to do.
Okay, that was.
Hey, come see us on tour. We're going to be in Los Angeles, Columbus.
How long is this one? Well, I got a couple. Let's see, I got a couple left. Let's see. Well, actually, I got. Did I just watch this one? Yeah. Okay. I just watched that one. We got one more. It's 16 minutes long. I just shut one of them down now. Is that something I already watched? Or Trumpers or fake Trumpers or yeah. Do one more. Where's the other one at? It's
in the United States? Well, of course there is. It'd be almost impossible for there not to be. But my next guest was a Justice Department lawyer who worked in the voter fraud division, and he litigated voter fraud under both Bush and Obama's Department of Justice until he couldn't. His book, Injustice, tells the story about how the Obama administration used the Department of Justice to litigate voter fraud when it worked for the Democrats and then leave it alone when it did not. Now, I read this book over the weekend. I'm more convinced than ever that the media does not know what they're talking about when they're covering voter fraud. It happens. It is politicized. And guess what? There's a lucrative industry to deny voter fraud. And in 2011, our next guest warned that who funds this denial industry? George Soros, the globalist. J. Christian Anderson joins us to discuss, and it's my pleasure to meet you, sir.
Hi, how are you?
So did I get anything wrong there? Is that an apt summary of your book, that voter fraud is politicized and it happens and we are not told about it properly?
Yeah, I mean, look, I remember right after Obama won that Attorney General Holder came down to the office, and then the political appointees came down to the voting section and basically told us, we're not going to enforce certain parts of federal law that require voter rolls to be clean. And they just told us that straight up. That wasn't their priority. And, you know, I wrote about that in the book, and that became the reality. And there hasn't been a single federal DOJ lawsuit since that day in 2009 to do voter roll cleanup. We used to do that at the voting section, but not anymore.
Okay, so what you're talking about is Section 8 of the Voter Rights Act, which requires states to have clean voter registration logs. So now the media is saying that this is voter purging, acting like it's brand new. So can you explain how this is not brand new and how this is being politicized right now in the run-up to the 2024 election?
Yes, Section 8 of the National Voter Registration Act was passed in 1993. It was the top priority of Bill Clinton and the Democrat legislature. There's a amendment to the law that got it through a filibuster in the Senate that said you have to make a reasonable effort to maintain the rolls free of the dead and the people who don't live there anymore. Reasonable effort is the statute. And so the Bush Justice Department brought a bunch of cases against various states for having dirty voter rolls. And like I said, those cases are dead. So we have a situation now where the law enforcement officials in charge of our elections just don't care about dirty voter rolls. And that includes people like Jocelyn Benson in Michigan. The Public Interest Legal Foundation has been suing her for the last couple of years. We've been in court fighting her over dirty voter rolls in Michigan heading into this election. And she's fighting tooth and nail.
Can you define dirty? You mean it not just is non-citizens who have been self-identified, but also dead people, right? What else is dirty about a voter roll?
Michigan had 27,000 dead people on the active voter rolls. Some have been dead for 2 decades, and that's why we brought the federal lawsuit against the Michigan Secretary of State, Jocelyn Benson. So, it includes people who haven't been alive since the 90s.
Okay, now one of the things the Justice Department in its litigation against some states is saying is that you can't clean up your voter logs within 90 days of the election. Where does that come from? And why is the Justice Department forcing states to leave their rolls dirty, for lack of a better word?
Yeah, that's the federal freeze out. That's also in the law, where there cannot be systematic list maintenance. That's the term from the statute. Inside 90 days of any federal election. That even includes a primary. And so within 90 days of any federal election, states are only allowed under the law to remove dead people, people who have gone insane, which nobody does, people who have gone to prison in a state that disenfranchises you for that. Not all states do. Or to correct mistakes, or things that are not systematic. In other words, someone calls you on the phone and says, please take me off the rolls. So there's a federal law that doesn't allow you to do systematic list maintenance inside 90 days.
Okay, so then are these states outside of their rights to keep trying to do this? What Florida has said is we've been trying to do this and the Justice Department won't help us outside of their software. They just say, check the software.
Yeah, I think this revolves, Florida's fighting to get access to what's called the SAVE database, Systematic Alien Verification for Entitlement, SAVE. And under federal law, the federal government has to make it available to the states. Florida already sued the federal government. It was called, I think the case is called Florida versus Holder in 2012. And the court said you've got to give the access to the database. Now, how you give that access, whether it's really, nice and friendly and useful, or if it's begrudging, that's the issue going on right now with Florida. And the database itself lists all of the aliens that DHS has knowledge of.
Okay. So then should states have done this a long time ago? The media reports about voter purging. Is that legitimate? It's just too late to do it?
Yeah, I always, purging, by the way, is a language tested left-wing term.
Yes,
I call it list maintenance because that's what the statute calls it, but they love to call it purging because that's what happens after you eat bad fish, or what Stalin did to his generals was very violent. So they try to make you hate the idea. But yeah, list maintenance is what it is. And states are doing this on odd numbered years. This is an odd numbered year project more than an even numbered year project. They will do another large list maintenance batch in January in most places. So this is an issue that, is usually done in odd numbered years.
Okay. So then why is it being done now? Is it just political?
Yeah, I mean, that's you could squeeze this in first of all, if they're dead, you could do it right up to election day. So that's why it's being done now, because people are still dying. It hasn't gone out of style. And so people are dying and they can be removed from the voter rolls even under the federal law.
Okay. One of the things, though, you said that the Obama Justice Department did, which was enforce Section 7 of the Voter Rights Act, which allows voter registration at welfare and motor vehicle locations. You testified to Congress this year that actually this becomes a dragnet for illegal immigrants who don't even understand what they're doing. And so can you explain this? And do you think that the Biden Justice Department is also doing this, favoring Section 7 over Section 8 or other non-favorable Democratic policies?
Absolutely. Section 7 is basically the welfare agency registration, which you have to do under motor voter, DMV, social service agencies. This is the part they love, right? They love forcing states to, make a welfare office a voter registration office. And so that's great. That's what Congress passed. But if you're going to do that, you got to do what's the other part of Section 8, which is voter roll cleanup. It was meant to be a double whammy. Yeah, you register everybody, but you keep the rolls clean. And under the Democrat administrations, it's only worried about welfare agency registration and not keeping the rolls clean.
Right. And you mentioned not getting overseas military, their ballots as well, because the welfare state voters are going to favor Democrats, and the military voters will favor Republicans. So is that also still going on?
That's a great question. And what you're referring to is something called UOCAVA. UOCAVA is for military voters and overseas voters. And it's wildly popular. It passed the Senate, I think, 99-0. And so I think that the Justice Department was beat up enough in the early part of the last decade that they finally started making sure the military votes are getting counted.
Okay. So another thing that you talk about is that in a lot of these Black communities, they have what's called voter assistance. You found evidence of voters being walked into the polls and people overhearing these assistants saying, vote that one, vote that one, vote that one. Is this still happening? That's shocking.
Yeah, totally. I mean, look, a couple things to keep in mind. Not that I want to make this a law class, but there's a part of the Voting Rights Act called Section 208 that allows anybody to have an assister of choice to help them vote if they need help. And the only two people it can't be is their union representative or their employer. And so what you have all over the country are people imposing assistance. The key question is, did the voter get to pick the candidate or did the assister? That's the key question. Was there free will in the choice by the voter?
And so the Department of Justice is supposed to be rooting that out to make sure that there is no voter fraud. You write about how you tried to do that as a Department of Justice lawyer, and that sort of fell by the wayside under Democratic administrations. Is that correct?
Yeah. And so, look, I had a case in Mississippi where this was a central issue. Write about it a lot in the book, Injustice, where
yes, the Ike Brown
people
case.
were right, the Ike Brown case, and people were being voted by assisters. The famous one, Patsy Roby, was one of the ones cited in court papers that was essentially going to people's houses and voting their ballots. And we put up evidence at trial. You know, anybody who says that voter fraud doesn't exist haven't read the opinion in U.S. v. Ike Brown or read anything about U.S. v. Ike Brown. So the whole case was about removing the choice of voters by assisters in many cases, where these notaries would fan out across the county and go into people's homes and actually vote their ballot. And we put up some of the victims at trial. So this is not some myth. There's actually trial testimony about it.
Now, one of the things I found so shocking, and I thought to myself, why have I not thought about this before, is that there is a major industry of voter fraud denial. The media will tell you, the media will tell you like within hours of an election that there was no fraud. That's not possible. That's not how fraud rears its ugly head. So anytime the media says nothing to see here, usually there's something to see here. You mentioned George Soros, and I look back and I said, you said this in 2011. Oh my God. So who are the people beyond George Soros funding this fraud denial industry? And obvious question, why would they do that?
Well, since I wrote the book 13 years ago, there's a whole crop of new donors. Arabella, these venture funds like Arabella and others have cropped up to give huge amounts of money to left-wing organizations like the Brennan Center. They're reflexive. They're like circus trick animals. Like, is there any voter fraud? No, says squawks the bird. And so it's these folks who are reactionary. They never say there's voter fraud because they're not allowed to. It's contrary to their gospel. The truth is somewhere else. The truth is there is. How much? I don't know, because we can't ever research it, can we? We're shut down by groups like Project Vote and the Democracy, this or that organization. So it's real. I know the victims. I've been in their homes. It's a shame that they can't do something about it. They're reflexively defending it.
Right. So you started the Public Interest Legal Foundation, and you have your hands full now with fighting these types of things from the other side since you voluntarily left the Justice Department. Can you tell us a little bit about leaving the Justice Department and what your council does now?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's funny. I left the department after I was subpoenaed by the United States Commission on Civil Rights to talk about the new Black Panther case that I worked on, and I was told I wasn't allowed to, but I did anyhow. I quit and I testified about it. But now the irony is that President Trump appointed me to the United States Commission on Civil Rights. So I'm a commissioner on the commission that started my departure from the DOJ. Public Interest Legal Foundation. What do? We're the nation's only C3 charity law firm that's dedicated exclusively to election integrity. And so, we bring cases all over the country to make election day, to have transparency, we're going to be filing a case this week about voter intimidation. Whatever it is to enforce the law that DOJ won't enforce, we will do it.
Okay, excellent. Well, I'm so glad to talk to you for the first time. There's another bit in your book about the Justice Department suing companies through frivolous cases in order to transfer wealth to radical left-wing organizations. I'm going to leave that as a cliffhanger so people can read that for yourself, because I found that also shocking, especially the fact that you said it over a decade ago. So check out the book for yourself. It's called
I wanted to just pause it for a second and look at that. Okay. I bet that's a damn good read right there.
Injustice. And Mr. Adams, please come back on Redacted some other time. Thank you for this context. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
I want to introduce you to a company called Bunker, an app built by American patriots with over 30 years in information security. Bunker is
You pretty much got the I just went all politics because we vote. So we vote today. I may have a. Let me see. I'm gonna. I think there's some. There's. I think there's a couple more videos I'm gonna try to find. What the hell's going on? All right, I want to check this out for a second. Just wait, let me see.
The big day is tomorrow, and I've got a lot to detail in today's broadcast. For starters, I want to address, is this the end for the United States of America and the end of technically the real Republican Party? And I believe it will be if Kamala Harris wins the election. And the question therein lies, what are her chances?
Hold on. Oops. There we go. Hold on. Let me. There we go. Now, hold on. Why is it? Okay. I gotta kick it quick. Stop. Okay. Then I gotta add. Hold on. Let's see. Then add. Damn it. Fucking. Okay. Why is it going to the? Oh, I see. It's. Why is it doing the? Let's. Okay, there we go. There. That's what we wanted. That's what I wanted.
Of winning. Is the election already over? Who has, shall we say, an advantage? What states are going for what candidate? And what can we expect tomorrow? These are some of the things I really want to address in today's broadcast. And kind of just shoot you straight on what I think could potentially happen with tomorrow's election. Obviously, the Democrats have been out there telling us that the election results, could take weeks, even a month in some cases to get the full results. But I'm hoping at least that we will have the unofficial results late tomorrow. And if we do get those in, I'll be putting out a video later in the day on all of that, especially if it's good news. And I might have a little wine in the process, depending on how it is going. Probably will either way. But just to give you an overview on some of what's going on, I wanted to start with this. And this is the official site of the United States Election Assistance Commission website. And it tells you all of the dates that we're looking at regarding this U.S. election. And before I show you that, I want to state this first. There's 7 swing states that are basically going to potentially decide the election. That's if all the red states stay red and all the blue states stay blue, right? Who knows? We can get something crazy like New York can suddenly turn red. I mean, there's always that. I highly doubt, but hey, you never know. Outside of that, there are 7 states we're really focusing on, and that would be Arizona, and they have 11 electoral votes. We have Nevada, they've got 6 electoral votes. We have Wisconsin with 10, Michigan with 15, Pennsylvania with 19. Pennsylvania has the highest. It's the most desired one from both parties. Speaking of, they both kind of want to take that state. And then North Carolina 16 and Georgia 16. So these are the 7 states that we're really going to hone in on. Wow. And the question that I had was this. Okay, if these are the 7 states, when could we potentially see the official and full results? And that's on this website here. And here's kind of a breakdown of all of that. And it gives you this diagram. And it says, okay, in the state of Arizona, for example, their local certification deadline, which is the number closest to my head, is November 25th. The state deadline is December 27th. So they're all a little bit out. If you go to Georgia, they have November 12th and November 22nd as the state date. Then we have Michigan, the 19th and the 25th on the state date. North Carolina, the 15th and the 26th. So all of these are very far out. Pennsylvania, the 25th and not specified. That's interesting there. And then we have Nevada, the 15th and the 26th. And then, of course, Wisconsin, November 19th and December 1st. So in other words, we're definitely not going to have any official results, but we could, as we normally do, get an unofficial result. Now, I got a lot more to tell you, but before I do, I want to give a quick break to my sponsor, LisaHavenGold.com. Look, if you guys have not invested in gold, silver, and precious metals, you're living on borrowed time, economically speaking. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of ounce Trump, so you can take advantage of that special offer. And by the way, there's always a risk to, there's never guaranteed. 7 states are basically the ones that we're kind of keeping an eye on. And this Epic Times article really kind of dives into that a little bit, how the 7 swing states will count votes and post-election results. In this article, I'll leave a link for it below, but it has the same 7 states that I just referenced, how many votes are needed at each one, or how many electoral college counts are at each particular state. So these are going to be the ones that I think the mainstream media really hones in on. Now, with that, the next question is, what does the polling look like on average? Well, right now, according to multiple polls that I've been studying over the past few weeks,
I don't like what I just got seen right there, because those are the states that I think we won last time and we got defrauded on. And a lot of those states, 100,000 votes coming in from nowhere at 3 a.m. What? Just kidding, YouTube. But wow, that's scary. It's that's scary. Where's the thing out again? Where's she at?
they show, a majority of them show Donald Trump in the lead. That doesn't mean he's going to win, by the way. This is by far no red wave, right? Please don't talk red wave. You guys who follow me on Restricted Republic know exactly why I say that. But take a look at this. Projects, and this is on 538.com. And so here it is. Who is favored to win the 2024 presidential election? And this was just posted, updated today, November 4th. So I tried to kind of grab the best ones there. But Trump wins 53 times out of 100, and Harris won 47 times out of 100. And these are their projected polls. So you can see Trump wins more times than Kamala Harris did. And here are kind of some of the polls that they have her winning or have him winning in. So you can see the different polls from YouGov to Emerson College to TIPP. Again, Donald Trump seems to take the lead in a majority of those. You have Harris leading in a few of them. As you can see, the IPSOS one and ABC News, which they always tend to slant, if you will, a little bit more in the Democrat favor. Now, that's not all. There's also this, and this was put together by the Brownstone Institute. If Trump wins, right? They show Poly Market here with Donald Trump with a lead there on that. Then they also have this, and what you're seeing on the screen here is realclearpolling.com dropped this, but you have a New York Times poll and a CNN poll at the very top, and these again tend to slant more Democrat, or have in the past, and they show a tie between Trump and Harris. And the ones at the bottom there, you can see Wall Street Journal, Forbes, and Rasmussen all have Donald Trump up by 2 to 3 points, and TIPP has Harris up by 2 points. So there is kind of an overall regarding the polls and who the polls are projecting winners or losers. I don't take much merit in the polls. They've been wrong in the past. I think Hillary Clinton had a lot of the polls favoring her, and yet she lost, and vice versa. So please don't take that as, okay, you know, we got our red wave or whatever, because we absolutely don't have a red wave. And I am truly terrified as to the results of the election. And I'm really hoping that we get the unofficial results tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to hopefully a Trump victory. So if you haven't gotten out there and voted early already, please vote. I'm begging you. If you're one of those that just like, I ain't gonna vote, it's all blah, 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 and it doesn't even matter. I think it does matter. And so please make sure your voice is heard and vote. Now, what is the path to victory for Donald Trump and Harris, right? Well, I found this on the Washington Post .com, and they asked the question, right? And they did it for both sides, so I'll show you both. But can Harris win the election? Here are her possible paths to victory, and they give two actual ways. They give more than that, but the two main ways that she could win is Harris wins the Rust Belt and exactly 270 electoral votes. So you can she's favored to win. Before I get into that, if you look at the very bottom there where it has a check mark by her name, she already has about 226, right? That means the blues that normally go blue, stay blue, and stay in her hand. She's at 226. Donald Trump is a.
This is interesting. Because remember earlier I showed that video where I said she won. Oh my God! Could I find that video again? Is that the same? Is that the same exact numbers? This is interesting here. Wow.
A little behind that, they're projecting and saying those who are normally red stay red, and you're at about 219. So Donald Trump, from the very get-go, according to their information, right? Of course, it's different on other sites, right? They've got him higher in some other areas, but based off this, and I wanted to go with this because I think it's a good depiction here. But anyway, 219 for Trump and 226. So each of them need a certain amount to win to get to that 270 electoral votes to win, right? So in this case, they have Harris winning the Rust Belt, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. If she can take those two and she loses the other four, then she wins the election. She takes it, she wins. Not only that, but there's another way she could obviously win, is say she doesn't get any of the Rust Belt, but she gets the Sun Belt. You've got Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, and North Carolina. She can take those four as well and win. And of course, she could pull what Joe Biden did and win all the same areas as Joe Biden. Then I also looked, okay, what would it take for Donald Trump to win, right? He's a little behind. And this same Washington Post article also kind of detailed that. And you can see he would need to take, and this is why Pennsylvania is very important for Donald J. Trump. We need Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia to win. If he can wipe those three, he can win the 270 electoral votes. Now, that's not his only path to victory, right? He could also have another chunk here, and he could win, say he doesn't win Pennsylvania, he can win Wisconsin, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. So we're talking about a huge chunk of those states there that he would have to win. So those are some things that we're looking at regarding both of the candidates and why we really want to keep an eye on things and watch how this election is going tomorrow. So pins and needles, guys. I know that this is literally life and death, if you will, for the Republican Party in itself. And what
help, it's life or death for the USA. Yes. Maybe the whole world. Yeah.
I mean by that is I honestly do not believe that there will ever be another real Republican in the executive office if we lose this election. You might get rhinos, but the real ones will be gone, and they'll make sure of it with their mass amnesty and everything that the Democrats are doing, their Orwellian dictates that they're wanting to push on our energy, on our grid. They've already tried to ban our stoves, our gas heaters, our blowers outside, our lawn blowers that blow stuff, and they're not going to stop with this. It's really, really scary. But one other thing I want to state regarding tomorrow is there's already litigation hell going on, actually from both sides, and things are being litigated and things are being done. So prepare for a lot of litigation after the election as well. Usually that happens, unfortunately, but I think from both sides of the fence. And I think it's going to get really scary litigation wise, and this could put a real kink in the election. But overall, I really hope that this is not the end for the Republican Party and that we can get the right candidates in. And if it is the end, I don't know. I mean, this channel is going to change a lot. Strategy, I guess, not strategy, but It's just going to change because we are going to be suppressed into high hell if they get in. And that's another reason why I say if the Harris administration wins the election, we're done for. Not only financially, by the way, because all of us are going to continue to hurt financially. Her promises to fix the economy are BS. I think she's lying out her butt. If she was going to do half the things that she's been talking about, she would have done it already. And she can't get any of it under control. And I don't even think she's a leader, like on a national scale. She's horrible. She's a very horrible person. Can't even do like regular interviews and the whole 9 yards. The woman is psycho. The woman is a communist, in my opinion, and she will destroy our country. And again, they are going to bring about basically a full one-party rule. And we already have that at a level, right? But there are some holdouts. I think Donald Trump is that. And I think we've got an amazing ticket with Donald Trump, Elon Musk, RFK, Tulsi Gabbard. We've got a ticket that the American people need in order to survive. We can't handle more censorship. We can't handle more freedom loss. We can't handle this authoritarian Green New Deal style policies that they're going to shove down our throats. And we're going to become a third world country under this regime. But let's hope the election isn't already over and in their favor in any way, shape, or form. And let's get Donald Trump elected in there by going out and voting. Anyhow, I love all you guys. Please make sure you check out restrictedrepublic.com.
There you go. Shout out to Lisa Haven. Big ups. Yeah. Let me go get a refill, man, and I'll do one more with you. And I'm gonna preach it a little bit. I'm not talking Christianity, but I'm gonna preach it a little bit.
Okay, buddy, no problem. Anyone that can hear me in the chat, how you all doing? And Moss, I just want to say, go ahead, crack it. Kamala Harris will not win this year, and she will never be president of the United States, full stop. I'm going to stand by that.
I showed a video earlier that that Trump, they know that, so Trump wins, but they used like the 14th Amendment. And they explained it. It's creepy, man. Yeah, it's fucking evil shit.
Trump's gonna win hands down this election, and Kamala Harris will just fucking fade away. There'll be someone new next year. Because Trump will be on his last term, right?
Yeah.
So 4 years of Trump, and there'll be someone brand new. And if Kamala is still there, she'll get defeated again.
Oh, if Trump, if we're not fucked, that's like we got fucked last time. If we don't get fucked this time, after Trump, we would have Vance. Yeah, Vance would be yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know him, but okay.
I played some of his videos, a little bit of him earlier, and yeah, he's a badass. The vice president, bro.
Oh, is he?
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know that.
No, yeah. Again, he's running with Trump. He's running with Trump to be the VP. Excuse me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That's what I meant. Yeah. Sorry about that, man. Or sorry about that, everybody. That was.
I think I've got the video up on screen that you played earlier of him. I can see him, the guy you're talking about. I'm not familiar with him.
Yeah, he's badass.
Me being Australian, I'm not that heavily into American politics, but I do like Trump. Just my gut feeling says Trump, 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 you know? That's just my gut feeling, certainly over Camilla. Does Camilla play I think she plays the black card as well, doesn't she? She's trying to pretend she's black. Get the black voters in. Marisa.
I'll play a video. I'll play a video of. It's a short one. It's a very short. Check. Hold on. Is it again?
Marisa, if you're calling me dumb, I'm an Aussie, so I don't have much to do with American politics, but I'm a Trump fan. So that's how it is.
There it is.
Nail on the head on this one. Obviously, the big news of the day is that Tim Walz has been nominated as the VP. My view on it is it just highlights how radical Kamala Harris is. This is a person who listened to the Hamas wing of her own party and selecting a nominee. This is a guy who's proposed shipping more manufacturing jobs to China, who wants to make the American people more reliant on garbage energy instead of good American energy, and has proposed defunding the police just as Kamala Harris does. I think that you guys have got to do a better job at actually forcing Kamala Harris to answer questions. This is a person who's been the presumptive Democrat nominee for 16 days. She hasn't taken a single real question from a reporter. I think it's shameful for Kamala Harris, but increasingly for the media, that she's taking a basement strategy of running from reporters instead of getting in front of them, answering tough questions about her record. Shout out to J.D. Vance, man. I didn't know if J.D. Vance would be the right person for Trump to pick, but man, since he picked him, I want y'all to win. My boy J.D. Vance hit the nail on the head on this one. Obviously,
And I got another one more quickie on JD Vance. He's a badass.
All right.
Who's that? It's gonna play.
Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally. No, I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
Anti-Christian rhetoric and anti-Christian approach to public policy. I don't think that we've, that's right, Jesus is king, and I don't think that we've seen. I don't think that we've seen anything like this in modern American politics.
Yeah, Vance. Vance is a badass. Vance is a badass.
And who's he?
He's running with Trump as vice president. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He'll be Trump's. He'll be the vice president under Trump. Yeah, Vance. Yep.
Okay. So that's a big positive for Trump to win the election, right?
It's a mega positive.
When's the voting start, Mosh?
I believe it's 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. Obviously, I'll probably hit it around 5 p.m. And the last time I went, there were some flag wavers. I'll go hang out with them for a while, and then I'll finally go vote. We'll see.
Exciting times. But I can't see nothing less than Trump getting in as president.
We got fucked last time, and we could get fucked this time. It's all in God's hands, and we'll see.
Yeah, I don't believe in voter fraud. I don't believe in that. I don't think that's possible. I think they
Well, you should have been here all night because I already showed like 5 videos on it. Yep.
And there is such a thing, you reckon?
Bro, I can show you a quickie. I mean, it's I've showed a lot of them.
All right.
I showed a lot of them, bro. Yeah. They're fucking burning the fucking shit down. Yeah.
Right. My parents used to be local council members, And every time we went to vote for the local council, you put your vote in the box, and I can't see how it can be tampered with. I mean, people count the votes at the end of the day, the physical votes, the paper sheets, and there's all eyes on them, so you can't do anything to dodge it up. You can't really. I don't know how voter fraud can work, because they put systems in place to make sure it doesn't happen. Oh, particularly when you're talking about the President of the United States, for God's sake.
People cheat, man.
Oh, they're fucking clever.
Oh, yeah. Again, I already showed. If you've seen what I showed tonight, you'd be like, damn. You'd be like, wow. I showed some crazy fucking shit.
Well, there you go. I don't know. Yeah. Trump should have made a second term last time, shouldn't he?
Jimmy Dore, boy, let's see what he has. Should I even do it? See what he has to say. He said he calls it a draw, though. Do I listen to him? Hey, what's up? Yeah, what's up, man? Can I? These things are huge.
Hey, way up, dude. How you doing? Nice to see you.
Yeah, big ups. Was you over with the Beast?
Yeah. I think he was running someone else's channel. And we were playing poker, yeah.
Yeah, I did not know. Again, I seen that Harley Dad was live and Arky was live. I went live for certain reasons. I did not see that he was live, and I seen y'all did poker, and it's like, hey, I still know a ton of people. So if people came over here and aided me, we probably had another game over here. That didn't happen. We went to politics, and again, it's voting night, pre-voting night. So hey, I didn't have a problem with it.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a pretty heavy time in America, isn't it? This time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah, even us Aussies pay attention, to the American voting, that's for sure, and who gets in. Now, how did when was Trump's last term? Was it 4 years ago?
Oh yeah.
And he was claiming voter fraud back then, wasn't he?
Oh, we got again. We're not allowed to talk about it on YouTube. We got mega fucked.
Yeah.
You ready for another game? Way up. You ready for another game? GSP's here. You're here. Me and Walker are here. Would I pass out before? Oh man. What up, Acme? Yeah, Acme, you would have loved tonight's stream that I did, because it's been all clip after clip after clip. Oh yeah, I got one for you. Yeah, Acme. Where'd it go? Is it gone? I thought I saved it, man. Hold on, where did that clip go? Where did the fucking clip go, man? Acme, I was gonna show you. Fuck, I'll find it because I'm good. Economic ninja, right?
Way up, dude, saying I did poker with my lady. Are you talking about the kind of poker that I'm thinking of? Sorry.
Was it a short video? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. This is fucking great. Here we go. Let me show this one out. All right, this is going out to Acme. This video is going out to motherfucking Acme. Here we go. Show me.
Yeah, I thought you were way up.
I am
I
voting
read the sense of humor.
my ballot to the box down here because I don't trust any other ballot box that can catch fire. I also decided today to put on my I voted sticker and wear this ceremonial garbage bag because the guy that's leaving, going out the door, said that people like me are deplorables or pure garbage. And I just want to vote for the guy that wants less regulation, less taxes, make this country better again. But hey, what do I know? So why don't you sound off below? Are you garbage too? Are you a deplorable? Do you want to see this country drain the swamp and start making change again? I can't wait for the next 4 years. Economic Ninja. Out. Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I am voting in person, bringing my ballot to the box down here because I don't trust any other ballot box that can catch fire. I also decided today to put on my I voted sticker and wear this ceremonial garbage bag because the guy that's
Should I do that? Should I do that today? Wear my garbage bag when I go vote?
I dare you, and take a video of it. I dare you to.
Oh man. Wow, that would be the shit, wouldn't it? Woo! You got me thinking. Hey. What time? Hold on, do it. Yeah, what time do they? Boy, I do it live. Fucking buzzed. Just stay up, Mosh. Just stay up and do it. Ooh, that'd be interesting. No, I would go to sleep, set an alarm, and but yeah. Mosh buzzed up doing it. Ooh, that's the bomb. That's badass.
I'm tempted to put my wok on my head and ride my bicycle up to the local shops tomorrow and take a video of it. Have you seen the wok I've got, Mosh?
Yeah, you showed me last night.
That's right. Yeah, I had it on. I just got to get a string to put a strap to put around my neck, and I'll wear it on the push bike. It's a good look, I think. Maybe I'm concerned the cops could stop me and be concerned about me. They'll send out the fucking people with straitjackets. That won't work. So it's all happening tomorrow, huh?
Well, it's 5:30 a.m. So today.
Today, yeah. Oh shit, 5:30.
I think they stop at 7 p.m. Maybe they start at 7 a.m. I'm not sure about that, but anyway, 7 p.m. is when they stop.
Do you guys have to physically go out and vote, or can you do it online, or what do you do?
Oh, they've made it. There's mail-in and there's mail-in. There's been some pre-voting. So yeah, there's been pre-voting. There's been mail-in. There's drop-off boxes, but they've been setting the drop-off boxes on fire, bro.
Oh shit! In Australia, you got to physically go to the local schools. All the local schools to run the voting in their hall thing, in their hall area. And they run it on the weekend, Saturday. So everyone heads up to vote on a Saturday. At some point. They run it all day. Yeah, we've never had any hint of election fraud in Australia. Everything's in the ballot box and they're all counted up and
Yeah, I'm going, yep.
Yeah, I think it's all better in person, but I don't know, a lot of people in the United States might be a bit hard to handle for one location, too many people lining up. Certain locations. As I said, we use the schools on a Saturday.
Hey, we waited 4 fucking years for this, so it's not like you can't wait a few more minutes.
Ooh.
Anyway, there's I reckon there's no doubt in my mind who's going to win this election.
I want to watch. Hold on. No, that's a fake one. Never mind. I had a video. I was about to click on it. Right? That was fake again. Hold on. Let me see. Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore's great. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Yeah, that was a fake. That was fucking hilarious. Oh, that's fucking funny.
See, Trump's an interesting one, Mosh, because he made his money way more than he could make as president through building towers, right? Through building big construction. And he was the main man. So he didn't need to run for president, let's not forget.
He wasn't a puppet, so that's what pissed off everybody, because he didn't need their fucking money.
Yeah, but he chose to go into politics when he didn't need to.
Oh yeah, can you give me a minute? I'm supposed to do my fucking rant. See, fuck, I should have fucking done my rant. We didn't have the gas line shut down. We didn't have the fucking open fucking borders. Again, we're not effing racist. There's a legal and an illegal way to get in the country. You just don't open it up and be like, come on in. And hey, then why don't they get rid of the passport law? All these motherfuckers can come in, but I can't go out. Hey, anyway, besides that point, we didn't have any bridges getting run into and blown up. We didn't have any trains fucking getting blown up and this derailed and this and that. We didn't have all these wars. You guys don't. I don't know if you guys don't know that. It's like you got to be subscribed to like certain YouTube channels because you don't see this on the news. There is like nation against nation against nation against nation against nation. It's very biblical. It's very biblical. Is it end times? There is a lot going on right now. Oh, and how about all the food chains, the food chains, the food supplies, fucking, they're getting blown up. They're getting blown up. They're getting blown up. All of this with that motherfucker's president. We didn't have any of this shit going on with Trump. We didn't have any of this. going on with Trump. That bitch Kamala. She's been there 4 years. Now she's like running her mouth like a little bitch. Like, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and this. You've been sitting under his dick for 4 fucking years. You haven't done a damn thing. You haven't done shit, Kamala. These people are fucking disgusting that would fucking vote for you. Hey, and if you're out there, you don't want to vote for Trump, don't vote for Trump. But you can't vote for that Kamala person. She hasn't done nothing. I'm waiting. Where all at? What has she done? Oh, he's done a lot. He's done a lot, man. He's done a lot. Roll, David. Dave H. going to jump up on and have a final beer with the Moshman. It's 5:45 a.m. Dave H. Burn Bar says hello and go Trump. Am I done? Hey, but yeah, it's like they've been trying to take down our food chain, our food supplies. Oh yeah, putting all the laws against all our farmers. They've been selling all our land to the foreigners. Oh my God! If you guys only knew what went down the past 4 years, we can't take 4 more years of it. We can't.
I don't think what one big thing that happened in America is they lost most of their manufacturing, but I think that was just through competition. I don't think it was through anything a president done, right? Like China is producing quality things at a cheap price. So the American car industry in the 60s and 70s went out the fucking door backwards pretty much, even the 80s. Stuff like that. So the manufacturing, I mean, they've still got their export. They got their
globalism. Yeah, again, you're going on another subject that we could have we could have a whole 3-hour stream about.
Yeah, true.
But yeah.
True, but I don't think that was any politician's fault about because the US was once upon a time the superpower in export of their own product.
You got to understand that. Sorry to interrupt. You got to understand that Trump, as a businessman, hey, again, for all the lefty libtards, Democrats, we know that he lost money, but he gained it back and got it, and he rock and rolled it. Yeah. You don't know how to win until you go down. So, yeah, he knows how to talk. He knows how to talk, and hey, yeah, he fucking kicked ass. He fucking kicked ass. He kicked fucking ass. Hey, tell us more, Burn Bar, Mr. Fitting-all. Tell us more. Hey, Burn, why are we giving out billions of dollars to the Ukraine? How about our hurricane victims? How about everybody dying in the Carolinas? Why are you giving billions of money over there? Why is there even a war over there? Trump didn't have it going on, bitch. Trump did a lot. But what did he... We're talking about USA. USA then, USA now. The world then, the world now. Fucking everything's went to hell. We got the fucking open borders with fentanyl. Now we got the Venezuelan the Venezuelan gangs fucking, they're kidnapping people to be in their gangs, and they're fucking taking over apartment complexes. They're taking over fucking businesses in New York. It's fucking insane, bro. There's videos on it. Not brainwashed at all. Y'all's open border bullshit didn't fucking work. Y'all giving billions and billions and billions to the Ukraine didn't work. Joe was a failure. Now you want to fucking vote her in, really? Vote Dr. Shiva, bro. Burn bar. Vote for Shiva. You don't like Trump? Vote for Shiva. Dr. Shiva, let's go. Oh, by the way, if there's any libtard, lefty, Democrat that does not want me to vote for Trump, send me $100, PayPal, Cash App, and I will write in Dr. Shiva. Go Shiva, go Shiva, go Shiva. Yeah.
Well, that's a good way to do it. No one's going to pay you to fucking not vote for Trump.
I could see it happening. I could totally see that happening.
Well.
Exactly, Dave H. Exactly, yep. Burn, you don't know a lot. Hear me out, Burn. There's Dr. Jack Hiles. Is Dr. Jack Hiles a doctor? No. Dr. Jack Hiles is a preacher. So using that word, yeah, you got to learn a little bit, man. You better explain, Burn. Explain fast. How is that wrong? How is that wrong, Burn Bar? Oh, Burn, you're talking about the deep state, the global elitists that run Wikipedia, fucked with Shiva. You're a fucking idiot. Yeah, Burn. Fucking you believe in you believe everything you see, huh? Yeah. And read.
One thing you'll always get from US presidents, they're always in the pockets of certain countries. They like to stay in the pocket of Russia a little bit and keep the peace, and Israel as well, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious reasons, but regardless of, yeah, exactly, David. Regardless of what race, religion, politics, it's always, you know what I mean? China's been a big Russia, yeah. And then there's, that's deep. That's a deep subject too, because Israel, you got Israel and Iran and Iraq, and you got, yeah, man, it gets crazy.
Mm. Well, Acme in the chat, Australia's always been an ally of America. They'll always curtail. I don't like that word curtail because no one understands it, but they'll always curtail. They'll always, Australia always bow down to the US. It's just how it is. We'd like to stay in US's pocket, apparently. Australia's an independent nation, but we're the first ally to the USA, right? I think we're the first ally to the USA. Which is weird because we're so fucking far away. I guess England can be called an ally as well.
It may have changed in the past few years, but yeah, it was always USA and England. We've always had our vibe with Israel just because. And yeah. But I get you. Canada because they're right there. We try to keep it cool with Mexico because they're right there. So yeah.
I'm a little bit surprised, to be honest, that Mexico's been able to maintain their full independence of America being on the same land. They could have easily bullied them out and made them become part of America. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. Props to the Mexicans for holding their land.
Boy, I can't wait to see what's. Oh my god! Oh, is there a video? Oh my god! You know what, boy? But if I show this video, can I even stay awake? You know what? And you guys got me on the boy. I think I'm gonna hold on. I fall asleep. I would fall asleep, wouldn't I? How long is this? Oh, let me see it. How long is this video? Wow, an hour and 20 minutes. Oh man, wow, boy, connect 6. Oh my god, can I stay up? Man, can I stay up another hour and a half?
Well,
Boy,
I don't think anyone watching the channel wants to watch an hour-long video, Mosh.
Oh, you don't understand, bro. We're talking about Jeff Berwick, Dollar Vigilante, on the election.
Oh, I love Jeff Berwick. I'm a Jeff Berwick fan. I can listen to him all day.
I gotta do it on the. I gotta do it on the. I can keep this up. I gotta do it on the CNS channel because you gotta delete. You gotta delete it. Yeah. we'll get a strike for sure. Yeah. Hell, I might get a strike for what I just showed. Damn. Yo, can y'all go to the CNS channel real quick? Do I need to
post a link for me? You do. CNS.
Yeah, because I kind of want to stay away and see. I almost want to see what he's. I want to see what he wants to fucking say.
Where's Jeff Berwick live? Doesn't he live in Mexico?
Yeah. He's the one that he went from Canada to Mexico. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a Jeff Berwick fan. I watch all of his stuff. Yeah, but I just didn't know if he lived in Mexico. Yeah, he's got a Mexican wife and kids. He's a good guy. And he's fucking wealthy. He's right into the crypto and all that. I believe he's quite wealthy.
All right, guys, just go over there, and I'll be right there. All right, is that cool? Very cool. All right, cool. See you guys. CNS, the CNS channel. The link is right there. The Cowboys Nation Syndicate channel. The I can show you guys the. Yeah. You guys know what it is. Yeah. Is that cool? All
yeah,
right.
cool. I'm going over there.
All right, click that link. Motherfuckers, remove him, and okay, y'all click that link. CNS Cowboys Nation Syndicate. That's where we're going. Burn Bar, get over there. Dave H, get over there. Walk, get over there. Let's all fucking go. Acme, get over there. Oh boy, it's gonna get real. I want to hear this. I can't wait to hear this. Get to the. Let's go to CNS channel. We're gonna go watch. If you don't have time, If you don't have time, here's what I'm going to go watch. Here's what I'm going to go watch. Cut and paste that and save that. Cut and paste that link and save it. Cut and paste that link and save it. But here's where we're going. We can't we can't do that shit on YouTube. All right, guys. I'll see you guys over there in 5 minutes. 4, 3, 2, 1, and